battle this afternoon too.
He will be indeed. He will be.
Both sides in their final huddles here at Anthony Costa around the grounds, thanks to Leopold Sporties this afternoon. There is one game currently being run in the AFL, and it is the Western Bulldogs and Fremantle at Marvel. Fremantle 3-1-19 lead the Bulldogs 2-2-14, about 6 to play in the first term up at Marvel. Richmond and Hawthorn this afternoon. Dusty Martin's 300th game, and they're playing the Hawks at the MCG, so that should be a good clash as well.
Let him go.
So Colac, good to have Tom Rennett's back in the team for them defensively as well today, Kirsch.
Yeah, very important for him, I reckon, down back. Just for that stability, that experience, and obviously the way he plays is so important for their structure down behind the ball.
So you go to Dobson first, do you think?
I think he gets first dibs on him. Yep. He's the one that can go with him and compete with him in the air.
So it'll be interesting to see who lines up on the wings for Colac too. I think when we watched them play South Bowen, I think McQuaid played on the wing and had a really good game.
Yeah,
so
he'll go to Ham, I think, early. So we'll see what happens.
Just looking at that on-ball brigade, you've got Minchin, Garner, this is St Mary's, obviously Benson, Jack Blood, and McMahon and Ham on either wing. That's as good as it gets.
There's some high-class water trainers today, water boys today too. Look at the water boy down here. He's, I think he's been a Leopold Sporties winner. He has.
Freshly shaven too. I
he's
think
got a nice little fresh.
Good chirp back at the K-Rod box.
Yeah, that's what happens, eh? Caden Rayner.
Get ahead of themselves, don't they, eh? After they win an award.
All right, well, we're here.
Here we go.
We're at Anthony Costa Oval. It's round 9 GFNL this afternoon. It is St Mary's and Colac, and the umpire has ball in hand. And we're just about ready to start. And we're obviously waiting for other broadcasters, of which there are none. We're it. So, waiting exactly for 2:10. It's 2:09.
Garner and Monaghan's a nice little match-up, Buzz.
Start of the first term here, thanks to Harvey Norman Cryer and Warren Ponds. And here to start us off is Josh Conway.
So the matchup we speak of, Zybal and Minchin to start things off, and it's the big Colac ruckman who wins a hit out and then follows up at ground level. First inside 50 of the afternoon, straight onto the chest of Garner. That's of the Adam variety, and he'll have a set shot, Kirsch, immediately within the first 20 seconds from directly in front, 40 out.
Yeah, well, we did say, the few things we spoke about was that midfield battle and how important that's going to be, but what they can do offensively when the ball goes side forward 50 with the two big bookends, and what a great start by Colac.
The GFL's leading goal kicker through the opening 8 rounds, Adam Garner, directly in front, puts ball on boot now, and he's pushed it. It's a left-hand side through for a minor score, so not quite the perfect start for the Tigers. First score within the first minute.
He's also ranked number 4 in the comp, Buzz, for behinds.
Travellini, he's going to kick it in for St Mary's, northern end of the ground, comes in, those pink boots shining brightly, goes long, Garner, Adam, of the Adam variety again, punches it away, and it's going to be out of bounds for a throw in left half forward for the Tigers. So, as we said, kicking to the northern end, you can hear that breeze, it's really getting up here at Anthony Costa Oval. And Colac had the aid of that in the first term, as Birchie told you, thanks to South Point Garden Supplies. Ball in, falls to the front, kick around the corner, comes into side 50 again, and that ball came from McCarthy around the corner. Garner makes the difference this time, got the ball and spun around and made amends for the behind just 30 seconds ago and puts it through, and he's pretty happy, and so are his teammates. They go to 1-1-7 and they lead St Mary's yet to score. Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, well, they've got to make the most of that breeze going inside forward 50, and they have so far. They've had that repeat inside forward 50, and then obviously Garner's been the key. So it looks like he's on song early, which is a concern for St Mary's defenders, that's for sure.
So great start from the Tigers, and Adam Garner finishing on being very influential in the first couple of minutes. 2 played, thanks to Barn Food, sells the fresher fish direct to you, Donga Road, North Geelong. Our time clock this afternoon on krockfootball.live. Oh, Zybel with a massive thump out of the middle again, comes towards half forward, comes back in the middle. McCarthy gets another kick inside 50, goes with the breeze. Garner behind on this occasion. Christensen handball was chopped off. Rani Jamison outside of the right foot, and he's missed everything. And it's out of bounds for a throw in. In fact, it's going to be a play on call. Oh, it's going to be out of bounds on the full, I think, Buzz.
Yeah, there's going to be a few balls that are going to drift to that's our broadcast side, that's for sure. with that strong breeze. So Adam Garner again goes just to the paint of 50. Jamison, his kick was intercepted by Connors. Looping handball to Ham. Blood tries to break a tackle, brought down. Ryan Monahan's a hard man to break through. And he'll earn himself a free kick. It's hot start for the Tigers. Monahan, the veteran, goes short and finds Kirsch's man, Jared McCormack.
Yeah, interesting, Buzz. I was watching Jared McCormack. He's got that match up on McMahon on that outer wing. He just moved his channel slightly, so he come into the corridor, a bit more corridor banded. I don't think McMahon knew really that he was going to go into this channel of the wing, and he's taken that mark inside forward 50.
So versatile Jared McCormack will kick from just inside 50. Slight angle gives it plenty of air, and it's got the journey straight through the middle. It's a hot start for the Tigers. It's their second inside the opening 4 minutes.
It's a really good start, and this is exactly what Colac would have wanted, because they would have seen that start that St Mary's had a couple of weeks ago against St Joseph's. They were a bit slow out of the gates, and Glenn Keast, even by his own admissions in that interview, said that they were a bit slow. So Colac would have done their homework, knew they would have hit him from the start, and that's what they've done. Zybell's been influential with his ruck work in the first couple of hit-outs already.
So Harvey Norman, K-Rock, first quarter scoreboard. Colac 2-1-13. Fast start, St Mary's yet to score. Back to the middle, Zybell. And again, up against Minchin. Oh, Zybell gets it down again. Falls over the back. Blood. He gets wrapped up, so does he get a push in the back? The umpire said yes. Umpire Doherty, you've got it right there. And play on now. Going to go from the middle. Garner goes with a right foot kick long towards half forward. Harry McMahon. Spokes comes across. Got one high. And Cody Spokes is going to take the free kick at left half back for the Tigers.
He will. Very consistent. Cody Spokes playing a bit more defensive end of this season. His kick is an ordinary one. It was smothered by McMahon. They still have enough time. Walters, Jared had his kick smothered. Now Connors over the top, looping handball. Here is Harry McMahon from 65, drives it long into the teeth of the breeze. Dobson over the top, nearly pulls into one-hander. Ball comes to ground level. Malikan with the handball. McQuay, they try to work it out of 50, but his handball missed Simpkin, and it'll be tossed in right under the Don Matheson Pavilion.
Just a couple of small mistakes there from Colac, just not getting off the man on the mark enough and kicking both kicks into the man on the mark.
So throw in 50 around from the St Mary's goal. Short boundary throw in. Oh, it hits Minchin on the knee. Now clearing kick comes from the middle towards centre wing, right in front on our best seats in the house, thanks to Apco Cafe 24/7. And it's going to be a boundary throw in as Harry Ling throws the ball back to the boundary umpire and comes on at the same time. So Zybella Minchin. Now, White Cross Healthcare match up today, head to head. Minchin in front. Williams sets a task for Blood. He got the handball over back towards the skipper. He couldn't keep it in though. We're going to have another boundary throw. We played 6 minutes first term on the Barn Foods time clock. It's Colac 2-1-13. St Mary's yet to score.
Good start by the visitors. Look up for this today. Zybella and Minchin do battle again. The throw in favours Zybella, just throws a straight left boot at it. The ball trickles out of play or be tossed in. No deliberate call there as he's trying to get the ball forward. Umpire's wasting no time to throw this back in, Kirsch.
Just a concern for the St Mary's midfield, Buzz. It's 5 clearances to zip at the moment. Colac's way.
We'll see how this one pans out. Zybell again down to McCarthy, and his non-preferred right foot goes inside 50. High ball. Good mark at the back of the pack, taken by Burke. Just forced to hold things up here as Colac set up well down the ground. A spearing ball works just inside the paint. We mentioned that breeze will be dragging the ball to this broadcast side all afternoon, you would imagine. Kick down the line, heading towards Minchin. Zybell over the back. Williams is there for St Mary's, gets a hand to it first. Ball comes to ground level, strong tackle. And it'll be tossed up just on the edge of the centre square, Jason Doherty.
So ball up. Zybell with a good run at it. Minchin as well. Oh, Zybell, beautiful to Monahan. He can't take it though. Pushed past the footy by Ling, but got it back. Kept going. Left foot kick to half forward. Sprague comes out. Good mark. Diving mark. Hamlin Hanger contender from Charlie Sprague. In fact, it's going to be a push. And it's going to be a free kick. And Colac are going to drive it deep into attack. Going up. Big pack over the back. Damien McMahon clearing kick for St Mary's. Goes to the outer side. Sits okay. Over the top is Maishman. Or wide kick Biggs. I don't think he keeps that in. And he can't. It's out of bounds. In fact, he might have just got a hand to it, did he? He did, just as it went over the boundary line. So we'll have a boundary throw in between wing and half forward on the outer side. Colac just into attack. Minchin and Zybel come across to do the ruck work for their respective sides. Zybel had it again, look for a fresh air shot kick. Blood got the handball forward. It's a hold, said the umpire. It's coming back. And St Mary's will take the free kick. Coming back to Noe Biggs in the middle of Anthony Costa Oval.
Just assessing his options. Biggs just backward of centre, feigned the handball, now forced to go back behind his mark and kick to about 55 out from goal. One-handed effort from Dobson, couldn't reel it in. A strong tackle from Hawker. Ball still spills clear. St Mary's with the footy, quick hands. Williams over the top. They've done well to keep the ball alive just inside the field of play. Handball looking for Dobson, who's wrapped up quickly. Blood spinning and turning, just goes up the chimney. Big fist forward from Minchin, gains about 20 metres or so, but to no one in particular. Simpkin is first there for Colac. Left foot snapping ball just to the wing over the head of Parkhouse. St Mary's with the numbers in the hands of Travellini, right in front of the best seats in the house, thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. Sprague down the line, fisted away by the Colac skipper Jack Malikan, and it'll be tossed in 70 around from the St Mary's goal.
So 2-1-13 Colac. St Mary's yet to score. 9 minutes played first term. Boundary throw in. Short again. Zybel in front. Got it down to the left. And who's he got there? He hasn't got anybody at the moment. Benson's handball was pretty good. Travellini through traffic. Just got the kick away under pressure to half forward. Punched away defensively. Comes back to the middle of the ground. Now who's it going to sit for? Is it going to sit for Colac? It is. And they go right foot kick inside 50. Garner in front of 2 or 3. He needed some support. He got some from Parkhouse. Handball back to Garner. Garner off a step again. And he kicks. Oh, he's hit the post. Adam Garner has been everywhere. 1 goal, 2 is his personal tally. And Colac go to 2-2-14. They lead St Mary's, yet to score. Harvey Norman, K-Rock, first quarter scoreboard.
They've started nicely, Colac. On top early, here's Sprague at right half back for St Mary's. Chipping ball wasn't his best, went looking for Travellini and missed him. And Colac Kirsch forced the ball out of play, 65 around from goal.
Yeah, well, just those little mistakes by St Mary's is the pressure that Colac's putting on them. So, yeah, a little uncharacteristic from St Mary's, but great start by Colac.
10 minutes gone on the Bowen Foods time clock, and St Mary's have yet to score. I don't think they would have had that at any stage this season in the first 10 minutes of a game. Unusual for them, usually a free-flowing outfit. We have another stoppage. No, free kick pulled out to Jai McQuaid for Colac. Long way from home. He'll drive a left foot kick long and as deep as he can. Murray was the late flyer, couldn't mark. Numbers at ground level for St Mary's. They have time to work it out if they can. Travellini over the top. Sprague. It was a loopy hospital handball. Did well to get it out of there in time. Long ball. Malikan's been important early. Puts the fist to it. Didn't quite get it out of play though, and Williams, and they're out. Now St Mary's streaming forward. Dobson just kicks to space. It's a beautifully weighted kick. He's got Wales who cops a leg break, unfortunately for him. And now Colac with the numbers at ground level. Hayes overran it. Spokes run down, holding the footy. Elijah Wales butted up after the kick missed him, and he'll have St Mary's best look at goal from directly in front, just inside 50.
Yeah, you're right. It was something Shane Warne would be proud of, that ball. But Elijah Wales, he's a very good footballer. I coached him at Werribee. He's got some real football smarts, and he'll put this through, I reckon, Buzz. Even with the breeze stiffly in his face, he's a talented player.
5 goals in his short St Mary's career, the Myrtleford recruit. Elijah Wales, in he comes, puts the ball on the right boot.
He's done a bit.
Fades a little bit too much out to the right-hand side. St Mary's are on the board. They're 1 behind. Colac 2-2-14.
So Rennett's kicking in duties this time for Colac. Going to come broadcast side. Goes long over the back. Oh, that's a good mark, Rudd. And in fact, it was Burke who took the mark, and he comes in board, and it's good too. And there's a good short little kick, and finds Joe Mashman at right half forward, who goes further and closer to the boundary line. But Jared Garner in the unfamiliar 22 normally wears the 32, but they're wearing their Indigenous jumpers this afternoon. St Mary's. And he's going to kick from inside 50 in front of the Don Matheson Pavilion. Puts the right foot across the face. A goal. Big thump away by Zybell through for a rush behind to the home side. So they double their score. 2 behinds. And they trail Colac 2-2-14. It's the Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard.
Just a quick injury update here, Dan. Colac, Sam Giblett's off. They're trying to stem some bleeding from the nose.
Thanks. Injury updates. Thanks to St John of God. We put you first. Thanks, Birchie.
Kick in for the Tigers. Mark was dropped by Michael Rudd for St Mary's. The ball out of play just near the pavilion. Well attended again, as you would expect, by the St Mary's faithful this afternoon. Thank goodness the sun's out, Kirsch. It was getting a little fresh earlier. A few more spectators out in the sun now. One down by Minchin, a rare hit out for them. Maishman bursts through one tackle. Garner's in space, kicks off a step from 45. It's across the face of goal. Wales has the sit. Dobson came late too. Ball still at ground level. Can they make something work here? The Saints. Strong tackle from Hawker, and now Walters with the relieving kick. Nearly falls into the arms of Travellini. His attempted mark was spoiled away from him. He goes to work at ground level as the premiership player. Now they squeeze it forward. McMahon couldn't quite find Williams. Hayes keeps it in for Colac, goes to centre wing, not his best kick. Sprague should have marked, fell through his hands. McQuay comes steaming through for Colac, couldn't quite get his hands on it either. Now players circle around and we'll have a ball up on the far side, centre wing.
St Mary's just put a bit of pressure back on Colac now because they're rebounding 50s, sort of just stemmed it a little bit. They're trying to, well, they're struggling to get it out their back half at the moment, Colac.
Minchin tried to get it down and did in the end. Ham gets a kick inside 50 for St Mary's. Again, bad bounce for everybody. Malikan's handball. Just a Rennett's kick was smothered. Wales, great defensive play by him. Falls to handball. Williams handball to a word from Garner who misses. And he has missed it to the far side, so through for one behind. A pretty good opportunity there for Jared Garner. They go to 3 behinds now, St Mary's. Trail Colac 2-2-14. 14 and a half played on the Barwon Foods time clock in this first term, thanks to Harvey Norman. Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
Last 4 inside forward 50s to St Mary's, boys, against the Breeze.
Walters went short, as Kirsch mentioned there, finding it hard to get it out of their own defensive half, and Rennett's forced to kick it all the way across the teeth of goal. Not his best kick, looking for Hayes. Dobson first on the scene, but copped a bad bounce, and now Hayes puts on the afterburners. Had to handball over the top spokes, wasn't his best. Intercepted by Connors, read it best, did well, Nick Connors. Now kicks from right in front of us, goes to about 55 out. Mark couldn't be taken, and strong tackle on Biggs, and it will be tossed in. Kirsch, just seen a little bit of byplay there with a little bit of kick of dust as Connors ran past.
Simpkin
bench.
Kicked up. Jack Budd none too pleased about the dust in his eyes of Connors.
No, tossed in just in front of the pavilion. Plenty of players around this. Murray with strength. Now Zybell on his left foot, just forward of centre wing, off the hands of Burke. Harry Ling to Orgarinos, first time we've called his name. He's forced to kick hurriedly. Nearly works and does. The juggling mark was taken. Bartolo with his left foot goes inside 50 to the hot spot. Dobson flew late. Numbers with the Tigers at ground level. Williams is brought down in a tackle. Ball still clear. McCormack was taken high, and he'll earn himself a free kick, and Colac can breathe easy.
Yeah, well, for the moment, Buzz, because their time in forward half for St Mary's is dominant the last 5 minutes with 5 inside forward 50s in a row.
So McCormack comes broadcast side. Paul Peck's son Lockie gets in front, takes the mark, and he takes it at right half forward, about 60 from goal. In front of the Don Matheson Pavilion, drives it towards the pocket. Wales down there, trying to use the body now. Oh, Rennett's under pressure. Ball, that's holding the ball. That should be a free kick, and is. And he's going to be a free kick to Braden Ham, who it's going to suit him because he's a left footer. And he's going to be able to put St Mary's first on the board, you would suspect. He does. Minimal fuss for Braden Ham. And he puts his first on the board. And the first for St Mary's. They go to 139. Bridge the margin, Colac 2-2-14. Harvey Norman, K-Rock, first quarter scoreboard. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices. And thanks to the Sporting Globe, Eat, Drink, Sport, Ryrie Street, Geelong. Here's Matt Kershaw.
Well, it was building. We spoke about it in the call for the last 5 or 6 minutes. The momentum had swung St Mary's way. They got a few things back on their terms, including clearances, which resulted in a fair few inside forward 50s. They had some shots on goal, and it was about time that they'd scored and hit the big sticks, and they did. So just a momentum swing in favour of back of St Mary's at the moment.
Now Peck, the relief ruckman, doing the duties in the middle against Zidebell, loses the hit out, but falls fortuitously to Jared Garner for St Mary's, who gets another inside 50 for the home side. Spokes had front position, couldn't quite get his boot to ball. Renitz was tackled. Blood with strength dances inside McQuay, and lovely vision. It's just over the head of Harry McMahon. Can the ball sit for him? It doesn't. And he tackled Simpkin without the footy, and he'll earn himself a free kick, the Tigers veteran. But as Kirst mentioned, St Mary's now with the game a bit more on their terms. Simpkin goes across goal to work to Cooper Hayes, who goes quickly in the long sleeves and finds McCormack at half-back.
So McCormack plays on, goes towards centre wing. Zidebell put a hand up, couldn't take it. Surrounded by St Mary's players. Handball by Sprague, forward to the footy. Harry Ling, short little kick up the wing. And it's okay. Finds Rudd, who now goes with what can be construed as the worst kick I've ever seen in my life on centre wing.
He just got a little bit too close to the man on the mark.
Wow, he's nearly put that in the stadium at GMHBA.
He did.
It's that wide.
Ruddy won't be happy with that either.
And that is out of bounds on the full. And it's actually...
It's gone so far out in the full, Jace. No one knows where the ball is.
It's actually... There's a makeshift tower, Telstra Tower over there with a fence around it. It's had to... Somebody's had to go in there and get the footy.
It's in the Cat's gift shop.
Now it's come back to Cooper Hayes on centre wing on the outer side.
So Hayes hugs the line. I think that's out in the full too.
Wow,
and missed McCarthy.
They two Geelong Falcons boys from last year too, or the last 2 years.
Yep.
Just waxing lyrical out there, kicking it down the full.
Travellini goes ultra short, finds his skipper in Blood, who's been busy as you'd expect early. He's just backward of centre wing, improves the angle slightly, goes right down the middle of Anthony Costa to Garner. Looping handball, missed Ling, who's forced to go back and find it at ground level. Does now, handball to Travellini, who kept running. He's 55 from goal, tries to thread the needle. Walters came in late, did well. Chipping ball is a bit nondescript, back to Ling, just inside the centre square. Good vision, but missed Blood again. Forced to get it at ground level and does. Peck just panicked a little bit and coughed the ball up. The numbers come. Parkhouse brought to ground. Connor's ridden into the ground and pinged for holding the footy. It was Peck, excuse me. Hot ball by the umpire, and Colac with the footy back in the hands of McCarthy.
Wow, that was an 8-metre kick to Ben McCarthy. He was nearly standing in the back pocket to get that. He tips the ball short. That's 12.5 metres. He finds Jared McCormack just inside the centre square, centre wing on the outer side. Late stages of the first term here at Anthony Costa Oval. He goes long now, McCormack towards centre half forward with the kick. Sprague should have taken the ball and didn't. And now the ball spills free. Have they got one spare at the back? Kick around the corner from Murray. Oh, just misses from Tobin Murray. He was hot on it in the right forward pocket and misses. 2-3-15 now. Colac St Mary's 1-3-9. Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard.
Last 10 inside 50s, 9-1 in favour of St Mary's.
Wow. So Ham to bring it in for the Saints. His best looking kickoff, his preferred left side. Minchin is forced to fist from behind. Biggs goes to work at ground level. He's tackled strongly. Going to be tossed up just outside the 50 for St Mary's, who trail 1-3-9 to 2-3-15 on the K-Rock Harvey Norman Karai Morponds first quarter scoreboard. Tossed up. Parkhouse and Minchin this time. Honours even. Monaghan at ground level, ridden into the turf. Earned himself a free kick for in the back, the Colac veteran.
So Monaghan, left half forward, short little kick is okay. Finds Ben McCarthy, who's had a good first term so far. He is 45 from goal in the left half forward flank. He's going to have to kick this ball out and bring it tacking around, Australia 2 style, a long way with this breeze.
Yeah, well, we saw Jared McCormack's ball really hold up and hit the back of the net real high. So
see how he goes. He's done that very well.
He has.
He has done that. His distance, though, was the problem in the end, and through for one behind to Colac. So they go to 2-4-16. Lead St Mary's 1-3-9. Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
It was a good effort. It was online, just fell short on the goal line. So Augurinos to bring it in for St Mary's. Drives it to the broadcast side. Just forward to centre wing. Garner has the sit. That's Adam for Colac and takes a strong mark. In terrific form, as we've mentioned. Adam Garner just puts in a high ball straight to the hot spot. Fly as wanted. Falls to the back and Burke took the mark. Looping handball. They run it out by hand. This is Jared Garner. Damien McMahon, the running machine for St Mary's. He coughs it up. They still have numbers at ground level if they can make it work, and they nearly do. Hayes, though, was first there for Colac. Lockie Simpkin back to Hayes by hand, and Hayes' kick was smothered and into the trees on the outer side. It will be tossed in around 65 from home for Colac. 23 minutes played on the Barwon Foods time clock.
So, boundary throw-in. Parkhouse having a run on the ruck now for Colac up against Nick Minchin. Boundary throw-in. It is in now. Minchin in front. Parkhouse gets it down. Rode beautifully by Benson. Handball to Ham was exquisite. Back into the centre square. Just chips the ball over the top. They're out and about here. Biggs takes the mark. He can go to Dobson, who's got 45 metres in front of him. Now he's 50 out. He goes with a kick back inside. Perfect kick. Beautiful play. Kick over the top. And they've got one out the back in the goal square. And Paul Peck's son, Lockie, took the mark. Was thinking about playing on, but he had Cooper Hayes in his back pocket as well, so he decided to go back and we'll have a set shot for goal and make the margin 1 point. Lockie Peck comes in and kicks the goal. So his first great transition of the footy, and they go to 2-3-15 St Mary's. Colac 2-4-16. Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard, and the expert share thanks to the Sporting Globe. Eat, drink, sport. Ryrie Street, Geelong. Here's Kirsch.
Well, St Mary's got the extra number out here on the wing, and then they had another player free, so Rennett's had to come off Dobson and come and try and defend the players up the ground, which left Dobson, which you don't need to give Dobson more than a metre, but he gave him 30, and Dobson made the most of it. And as we know, his score or goal involvements is the number one in the competition, and that's the reason why, because he doesn't waste the ball and he makes you pay when he gets ball in hand. So good transition from St Mary's. It started with a clearance on the outer side, and that's where they were struggling early, but they've got themselves back on top in that area, and inside 50 count now, they've probably got themselves in front. So getting game on their terms now.
So 1 point in it. Colac in the ascendancy, with the last 15 minutes or so, as Kirsch rightly mentions, has been all the home side. We're making a late charge in the dying stages of the opening term. Back in the middle, Zybel again being dominant, as is this man, Jared Garner, gets the clearance. Nondescript ball. That was a clever tap on by Williams. Just didn't fall for Maishman. St Mary's still with the footy, falls back to Maishman. Now Garner dancing clear, 55 out, pops the ball up beautifully. Dungee's Malik and did well going back with the flight. Got a hand in, the ball was destined for Peck's chest, and then Malik and butters up at ground level. That was terrific from the Colac skipper, and finds the chest of Hayes, who's been busy. He goes short to Zybel, who goes inboard. Good looking kick too to McCarthy, who's got a runner. It's Cooper. His handball wasn't his best. Ham brings McCarthy to ground. A strong tackle. And we'll have a ball up in the middle of Anthony Costa.
It was interesting when they transitioned from Zybel to McCormack. McCormack had to push the umpire out of the way so he could take the mark.
So ball up. Zybel gets it down. Garner again roves. He leaves it this time though for Maishman. Handball back was sloppy. Comes back now. Walters comes the other way. Aaron Walters gets one high. Gets a free kick. Centre wing. Right in front of the best seats in the house thanks to Apco Cafe 24/7. They go quickly. Giblet goes towards centre half forward. Pushed off the football. McQuay puts on the tackle. And it's Nick Connors with the footy. He's wrapped up, so the umpire will ball it up. Just inside the centre square at centre half forward for the Tigers. And they lead by a point late stages of this first term. Zybel gets it down. Big right fist to it. Spokes wrapped up by Connors straight away. Umpire will come in, ball it up. All again. They've done enough with the breeze, you reckon, Kirsch?
No. I mean, they kicked their first 2 goals in the first 5 minutes of the game, didn't they? First 6 minutes, so they've wasted a few opportunities going forward.
So the ball comes down. Benson, he wraps straight into it.
Haven't called his name much today.
No, he gets a free kick there, and then the short little right foot kick on the bootstraps. Harry Ling takes the mark at the back end of the centre square for St Mary's.
It's a good grab, not an easy one down low. Finds the dual Matheson medalist again, Benson. Just forced behind his mark by McQuaid. Plays on now. Jamison was bearing down from his right-hand side too. Ball inside 50. Falls fortuitously, but strong Colac tackles. Geez, well done. Wriggling clear was Rudd. His left foot kick was smothered. Ball falls clear, well done by Walters. Showed strength. Looping handball. Hawker dances clear. Hayes, another disposal for him. Goes to centre wing. Murray had to beat 4 and couldn't, and Ling with the juggling mark right in front of the K-Rock box. Takes the mark as 27.5 minutes tick by on the Bowen Foods time clock.
Ling now, right foot kick towards half forward. Zybell got his name written on it, couldn't take the mark. Off the side of the pack. Oh, that's a dumping tackle. The umpire says, held to him at 50. Near the boundary line. St Mary's into attack, southern end of the ground. Here at Anthony Costa. And we're going to have a ball up. Minchin comes across to do the ruck work up against Zybell. And Zybell takes out the ruck contest and kicks into the car park. Out of bounds on the full. What do you reckon about that one, Garns? That's no good. We have access to all the players here. The interchange bench is straight in front of us.
Yes.
Garns thought that was a terrible kick, and so did we. And the free kick, Harry Benson has got it. The right foot inside 50. Oh, a couple of St Mary's players actually went up against each other. Now the ball comes to Hayes for Colac. Goes towards the middle, but chopping it off. And called to play on 2 straight away. The ball is going to come straight back in by Burke. Oh, getting back there. No, Mark Zybell. Gee, he had his hands on it for a long time. Umpire says play on. Just a throw at a handball. And pack develops. The umpire will come in and ball up. About 45 out from the St Mary's goal. They trail 2-3-15. Colac 2-4-16.
Just a couple of almost marks for Zybell, hasn't there, the last 3?
He puts the fist through it off the stoppage. Straight to Maishman, though. Has a flying shot at goal, but the breeze brings that one all the way out of bounds on the full, in actual fact. See the effect the breeze had on that one. To be brought back in by Renitz. Just drive it. The ball stuck on this broadcast side. Goes just backward of centre wing through the hands of Harry Ling. Ugarinos found a way through. Has Sprague running through. A short ball to Travellini is nice. He's in the heart of Anthony Costa Oval. Jesse Travellini, who drives it to the outer side looking for McMahon, who worked his way to the front over McQuay. Couldn't hold the mark. Has 3 to beat at ground level 2. He's happy to bring the ball in and have the whistle blown, and will be tossed up as we near 30 minutes gone on the Bowen Foods time clock on this opening term. It's Colac by point.
So St Mary's, maybe one last chance. Zybell. Oh, the kick was off the side of the boot. Hayes left it behind as well. Oh, the tackle came in. That was a sling tackle against Darren Hawker. And the free kick is going to be to Jack Blood. And he'll have a set shot for goal from about 40 out on a 45-degree angle. And distance will be okay, you would suspect, just accuracy with the breeze. So the skipper to try and give St Mary's the lead for the first time this afternoon.
Tough kick, gonna have to really punch through it.
Kicking straight into that breeze, which Birchie told us for South Point earlier was 3 or 4 goals. So there's a bit in it. He goes. The goal umpire says, well, he doesn't see it anywhere near him because it's across the face of goal and in front of the Don Matheson Pavilion. Now the Colac Tigers try and take it out. Murray, handball over the top, was all right in the end. Walters off a step, goes to an open half-forward flank. It's a 2-on-2. And I think they're pretty happy, Christensen, to see it over the boundary line at left half forward for the Tigers, and we'll have a boundary throw in.
We will. Still the Tigers by a point. 2-4 plays 2-3. Be brought in just outside 50 for Colac. Minchin and Zybell to resume their battle.
Ooh.
Brought in now, that falls in well short. McCarthy didn't want to touch it, and that is the quarter time siren. The tale of 2 halves in that opening term, but it's Colac who did all their damage in the first part of that quarter, who hold the narrowest of leads, 2-4-16 over St Mary's 2-3-15 at the first change.
Yes, quarter time here at Anthony Costa Oval, and it is Colac by a point, 2-4-16. They lead St Mary's 2-3-15. The other games in round 9 of the GFNL this afternoon. St Joey's 50, lead Grovedale 2. So you'd think St Joey's probably had the breeze at Boodoo.
You think so? We know how breezy it'll be up there. It's probably a 6-goal breeze up there.
Absolutely. No score, Lara, Geelong West. We might need to get a little assignment happening out at Lara for somebody, Kirsch, that you might know. Leopold 43 leads St Albans 6, and South Barwon 39 lead Bell Park 8. So maybe with the breeze as well at McDonald Reserve. There's a lot of breeze up there, Buzz, isn't there?
We need to see half-time scores.
Yes, half-time scores. Let's go to the Ballerine, round 11 this afternoon. Ballerine, Anglesea 15, Barwon Heads 12. Torquay 26, Drysdale 1. Geelong Amateur 3, Mottawarri 7. It's the BBC World Service.
Euro 2024.
Euro 24. Newcombe 16, Port Arlington 3, and Queenscliff 23, Ocean Grove 13. Games this afternoon, and also in the Geelong District Football and Netball League this afternoon. It is round 10 there. Belmont 46, Bellpost Hill 22, Inverleigh 29, North Geelong 19, Anarchy 25, Thompson 16. Bannockburn 22, Corio 20, Winchelsea 30, Geelong West 19, and East Geelong 41, lead Werribee 33.
Okay.
So some close games in there.
Absolutely. Spoke to Reece Prismal last night, Jace.
A little bit of mentoring there for you.
Yes, he just said they'll see where they're at in the next couple of weeks with injuries. He's got a few injuries, so as you would be aware of. So they'll see whether they're the real deal or not in the next couple of weeks, he said.
How'd you see the first term here, Kirsch?
Yes. Well, it was Buzz called it perfectly. It was a quarter of two halves, wasn't it? Because the dominance early of Colac and the way they started would have been exactly what Rowan McSparran would have asked for, and it's exactly the way they would have wanted to see the start go. But to St Mary's credit, they bounced back, and Colac probably didn't do enough damage with those early inside 50 opportunities and their clearance dominance. And then St Mary's got the opportunity to turn the game back in their favour, where they had 9 inside forward 50s in a row and they had 6 clearances in a row. They had 16 inside forward 50s against the Breeze, which is a mighty good effort, I reckon, Buzz, because like we said, it's a 2-goal Breeze, and they had 16 inside forward 50s to 12 in the end. So a bit of dominance, as we said. They had that repeat inside forward 50s. That was the secret. Not only were they just getting inside forward 50, once the ball come out, Colac couldn't get it past their centre, and it just kept going back with the repeat inside 50. So we said that before the game it'd be who inside forward 50 makes the most of their opportunities. At the moment, it's a stalemate.
Birchie's downstairs with the coach of the Colac Football Club, Rowan McSparran. Birchie?
And with Rowan here, Rowan, you'd be really impressed with that start. It's a fast. It all started in the middle with Zybel really dominating the ruck, and your mid's going to work early.
Yeah, absolutely. The first half of that quarter was really pleasing. The second half, not so much. So when we've got grass to take, we want to take it against a good team like this, and those short 50-50s just plays into their hands. And
what was great, you really reinforced when you've got the ball, you want to go fast, you want to give your forwards that best option, and it's really dangerous when you obviously got it in there nice and quickly, and Garner looks like he's on today.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to give them a chance, and when they've got the ability to roll numbers back, just makes it hard.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks to Rowan McSparran down there with Jane Birch, boundary side. And boundary today, as always.
You said exactly what we were talking about, which
exactly
is
right.
We're on song here, Buzz in the box.
Perfect play.
Anything less, Kirsch?
Start of the second term here at Anthony Costa Oval. Here's Buzz.
Tossed up. Favours mentioned for St Mary's, who won it down to no great advantage though. Cooper goes to work at ground level. McCormack, couple of strong bodies there. Got a handball away just. Renitz was tackled. Garner at the front of the stoppage just got it clear. Travellini tries to burn off McCormack, couldn't. Ball burst clear. Walters against his former side. Dances through a couple. Zybal in some space. Looping handball. Rani Jamison. Chipping ball wide to the outer side. Sprague were at best. Put his fist through it and then copped a nice bounce too. Follows up. First inside 50 for St Mary's, but straight onto the chest of Lockie Simpkin.
Simpkin, short kick. Oh, Justice Spokes was under pressure from Peck. Now goes wider to McQuay at half back. Little left foot kick. Well, Braden Hams was standing right in front of him and he kicked it to him. Peck has to come at the half volley. Can't pick it up. Comes back. Murray. That was Chase. Now kick from half back. Up towards the middle of the ground. Minchin goes up, takes the mark for St Mary's. Wants to switch the ball short inside to Blood. Right in the middle of Anthony Costa. He goes now further afield to half forward. Kick out wide. Dobson on a lead. Doesn't sit for him. Renitz comes at him. Dobson gets around. Handball on the ground. Now he gives it to Travellini. 40 out. Short little kick was okay. And Biggs has taken the mark in front of Cody Spokes and will shoot for goal from 35 out slide angle.
Yeah, just some ominous signs early with their transition. St Mary's, they're getting that ball forward and they're just managing to find that spare all the way through their transition. So Colac are just got to get a little bit tighter on defensive transition themselves.
So Noah Biggs, who, as Glenn Keith said in the pre-game, has found a role for himself in this team at the moment, has been high half forward and got a chance to put his first of the afternoon on the board. He comes in, goal up high, doesn't move, straight through. Beautiful kick from Noah Biggs. And his first of the afternoon is the third for St Mary's, and they take the lead. 3-3-21. They lead Colac 2-4-16. Morris Business Class Finance. K-Rock's second quarter scoreboard. It's asset financed by Geelong people for Geelong people. Call 1300 4 Morris.
And going back to that centre wing when they are essing out of their defensive half, then Colac Sprague was that interceptor, and he's number one player in the competition for intercept marks, and that shows you why. He knows when to come off, he knows when to attack the ball, and he gets the ball back going their way. So you got all these players playing their role at the moment. It doesn't help them McQuaid gives the ball back either to the opposition, but things going St Mary's way at the moment.
Back in the middle, and Minchin, that big slap was his fist going through the Blood Toyota Sharon. Got it forward briefly for his side, but Monaghan burst through when looking for McQuaid by hand, missed him. Zybel goes to work at ground level, did well, found a way through. Back to Monaghan, his kick was smothered by Ham, who tackles strongly, and now Wales and Benson bring McQuaid to ground, and it'll be tossed up not far from us in the K-Rock box. Best seats in the house thanks to Abco Cafe 24/7. Hope you're enjoying the call on krockfootball.live. Zybel was up early. And which way is this going? It is going to the Colac ruckman for a block against Minchin.
I think he just sort of braced himself, Minchin, so he wasn't going to get hurt. Because Zybel flew that high.
Ones are always tricky to adjudicate. To centre half forward, Jamison did really well, finds Monaghan, goes by hand. Tobin Murray to Walters, 45 out, lovely composure, and finds Adam Garner, I should say, deep in the right forward pocket.
Yeah, good play, good composure, lowered their eyes, didn't panic, didn't blaze away.
So Garner already got one to his name. This would be a tough kick. He's right in front of that Don Matheson pavilion. Looks like he's going the right foot check side. Comes into play now, Adam Garner, and it was always a bit skinny. Through for a minor score, 2-5-17. They move themselves onto Colac. St Mary's 3-3-21. That is on the K-Rock Morris Business Class Finance second quarter scoreboard.
Travellini plays on from full back. Oh, short little kick, half volley. Wasn't picked up to start with by Ling, but he got it back to Garner. He gets it back to Christensen, mucking around with it deep in back 50. And they find Bartolo, who kicks it along the line. Looks for blood, punched away by Murray, Chase Murray. And it's over the line for a boundary throw-in. And Colac still into attack just. And half forward.
You feel they're going to have to make the most of their inside forward 50 opportunities, Colac. They've got to hit the scoreboard every time it goes in there.
Mention, got it down McCarthy, though, roved it. Goes past Aaron Walters. Travellini, he can't pick it up. Some areas with the numbers on the outside. Back to Travellini through traffic's handball was good to Ling. He wants to switch the play in the middle. Damien McMahon spears it to him. He takes the mark, wants to play on as quick as he can. He does now. Short little chip pass is okay. Now they're running through the middle of Anthony Costa. Blood wants to get around. He does. Zybel. He gives it to Minchin. Back towards centre half forward. McMahon, Damien off a step, goes towards brother. Harry doesn't sit for him though. Spokes at the back. Peck's handball over top was okay. Oh, Harry McMahon got decapitated and will take a free kick in the left forward pocket, northern end of the ground. That was great transition, Kirsch.
They really attacked the corridor. The best thing about it was they stayed in the corridor, except that last kick probably could have just been a little bit more corridor bound.
So Harry McMahon in the left forward pocket, northern end of the ground. Tough kick from here. He's kicked some goals this year, Harry McMahon. He's been great up forward. And a chance to give St Mary's their fourth. He comes around, wheels around on the right, hits the belly of the ball across the face of goal, and is it out of bounds on the full? It is. And Colac will take the free kick, last line of defence, and it's going to come back. And once the ball comes back, I think it'll be Josh Garner.
It is deep in his own defensive 50. Garner sidesteps Peck. Shows a nice clean pair of heels, gains an extra 5 metres or so, but the kick isn't his best. And McMahon, this is Damien, takes the mark, plays on, drives it to the hot spot, goes wide again looking for brother Harry, missed him, Burke goes by hand, and McMahon again let down by a handball this time, and the ball out of play on the broadcast side, just on the paint of 50. St Mary's 3-3-21, Colac 2-5-17, early stages of this second term. It'll be tossed back in. Dobson, it looks like, to do the ruck work this time for St Mary's with the ball inside 50. Loses ground to Zybel, nearly gave away a free kick. Maishman emerges with it, takes a bounce. Looping handball over the top, missed Burke, coughed it up. Giblet trying to work his way out of defensive 50, does nicely and finds Aaron Walters.
So Walters in front of the best seats in the house thanks to Atco Cafe 24/7.
Hasn't got much to kick to. Very well defensively set up behind the ball.
Goes towards the top of the point of the centre square and does well. Parkhouse makes some space for him. He goes long, open goal square. Garner goes back, got the sit at the back, takes the mark, and was always going to mark that, had his name written on it. But needs to kick a goal. He's kicked 1 goal 3 this afternoon, so he's had plenty of opportunities.
Yes, we've seen him in many games have plenty of shots on goal, haven't we? He usually has half of the ledger.
So Adam Garner will be kicking 25 out, 45-degree angle to give Colac the lead again. He missed the last one with a check side. This one much easier. And still needing to control it, though, into that 3 or 4 goal breeze. He's at the southern end of the ground. And comes in now and does nicely. Goal umpire says that's all clear. So Adam Garner kicks his second. And the third for Colac. They go to 3-5-23, reclaim the lead. St Mary's 3-3-21. Morris Business Class Finance. K-Rock's second quarter scoreboard. And in the experts chair, thanks to the Sporting Globe. Eat, drink, sport. Ryrie Street, Geelong. Here's Kirsch.
Well, we did mention that every time the ball goes inside forward 50, they're going to have to at least try and hit the scoreboard to get some value against the breeze. And they've had 3 inside forward 50s for a couple of scores now. So that's what they've got to do every time they go deep inside, because obviously St Mary's are going to get their opportunity inside forward 50 more often than not. So they've got to make them pay Colac when they go forward of the ball.
Goal apiece in this second term to either side. First to Biggs and now to Adam Garner for the Tigers. Another look at goal here for the Tigers as Giblett went inside 50. And a nice juggling mark. He brought back to the outer side. McQuay gets the fist away from McMahon. Did well. And then the ball falls from a ground level. McQuay wobbly looking left foot kick. Missed the mark. Orgarinos. Looping handball. Sprague has to handball quickly and does. Ham. Jared Garner now on his defensive 50. Goes to centre wing. Walters has the sit for Colac. Fist goes off his hand. Hayes forced to kick quickly up the line. Does it stay in play? I think it might have just to Monaghan, who goes inboard.
Handball.
Finds McQuay. Kirsch asks him to handball. He ignores that.
Noffy kicking school.
Goes to the teeth of goal off the hands of Garner. Tobin Murray with the quick snap off a step. Doesn't bounce kindly for him and through for a minor score. The second score of his afternoon, I should say, coming off a big bag last week. Through for a minor score. 3-6-24 the Tigers. St Mary's 3-3-21. That's on the K-Rock Morris Business Class Finance second quarter scoreboard.
Travellini plays on from full-back, straight down the middle. Colac with the numbers. Zide Bell couldn't take the mark. Minchin, handball, back from Monaghan in the middle. Might sit for Malikan, who straight lined it and got it away towards McQuay. Can he pick it up? Or he threw it away in the end. And just still in the centre square. And then the ball spills to Garner. He gets a clearing kick back to the middle. It's a 2-on-1. Colac with the 2, but Williams does well for the 1. And he goes a handball. McMahon over the top. Hayes rides the Travellini bump, gets it back. Walters with the don't argue. That's holding the ball. And the umpire says held in. Lucky, I reckon, Jared Walters gave a bit of a fend there, didn't he?
Yeah, that's the opportunity. That's the prior. He had the opportunity to get that hand on the ball. He didn't. He fended.
So ball up, right half forward for St Mary's. Kick, and that's wide, and that's out of bounds on the full.
6 for the day, Jace.
Yes, well, how's that breeze going down there, Birchie? Is it still what it was in the first term?
No, it's actually died right off.
Yeah,
It's a lot calmer out here.
I thought it might have been thanks to that ground update. South Point Gardens applies, so maybe not with the aid of the breeze that Colac had in the first term. Damien McMahon from centre wing goes to half forward with the kick. Dobson and Williams there. And Dobson picks it up, tried to keep it in, couldn't do so effectively. And just inside 50 for St Mary's, we're going to have another boundary throw-in.
Defending okay here in their back half, Colac.
So it'll be tossed in right on the paint of 50 for the home side. Ball on the GMHBA side of the ground if you're listening elsewhere on krockfootball.live. Jared Garner ridden into the turf. No free kick according to the umpire. Hayes has been busy, wrapped up in a strong tackle though. And they keep the ball camped inside their 50 St Mary's. Good pressure by them. Tossed up, Peck and Zide Bell. Zybel uses his strength, puts the fist through it only as far as Ham, though. Now Benson dancing clear. His left foot kick was smothered. Falls to Tobin Murray, who's wrapped up in a strong tackle. That's from Nick Connors, and it'll be tossed up just forward of the centre circle for St Mary's.
So, ball up now. Minchin has to stand there. Zybel got it down to himself. Does his own roving work. Short little kick was beautiful into the middle as it sits over Giblet. It doesn't. Come back the other way. Ham's handball towards Chip. Connors gets it to McMahon. Damien. He gets it towards Garner. He's over the top of it. Zybel. And pushed off it. Hayes gets a torpedo punt towards centre half forward. Falls beautifully. Around the corner. The kick came. And that was from Dustin Walters. But coming the other way. Christensen. Short little kick was okay. Got it back to Minchin in the middle. St Mary's on the go. 13 played in this third term. Barn Foods time clock. Minchin has got the footy. They're 3 points behind. He goes towards centre half forward with the kick. Dobson goes up, takes a great mark. And that's a Hamlin hanger contender from Sam Dobson. He plays on quickly, gets it inside 50, falls to Ham, left foot kick around the corner. Look at that. That is skillful play, Braden Ham. He's second of the afternoon. And a good reply from St Mary's. They go to 4-3-27. They reclaim the lead. Colac 3-6-24. Morris Business Class Finance. K-Rock's second quarter scoreboard.
Oh, Lux of Fortune, that kick was a shocker from Dobson along the ground, but come back to the inside forward 50 to Colac, and Christensen just come off his man. Garner left him flat-footed, attacked the ball, got past 3 offensive players for Colac and hit up Minchin in the middle. Fantastic play, back half of the ground by Christensen.
Yep, it's a great attack on the footy, that's for sure, by Sam Christensen, setting up that goal for Braden Ham, his second. Now 14 goals in just 6 games since he's quit the VFL program. Braden Ham, what a luxury it is for St Mary's to have him on their books full time this year. Now blood streaming away for the home side. Arches the back, does well, kicks forward. It's a lovely use too to Harry Benson. Short to Williams by hand, who spears one for Dobson through the hands of Rennet. Harry McMahon first there for St Mary's. Can he keep it in? Garner overran it as well for Colac, excuse me. Kept clear. Walters tumbles one, but it'll be out in the full. And St Mary's are really on the attack here, Kirsch.
They are. They're putting the foot down now. They're making the most of their inside forward 50 opportunities.
McMahon plays on from the paint of 50. Damien McMahon. Oh, yes, please. Just improved the angle slightly and slammed it home from 50 right on the paint. And they extend their lead. St Mary's, that's a couple inside a minute.
That is why he's the best winger in the competition. Right there. Everyone else was asleep at the wheel except Damien McMahon. Had ball in hand, saw a couple of metres of grass in front of him, took it, opened up the angle a little bit and slid it through for a beautiful goal on the run. Fantastic play, Damien McMahon.
Back to the middle. Zybel and Minchin stand next to each other. Zybel's kick was smothered again and held in there. It's going to be another ball up. Hawker not going anywhere in there for Colac. Getting up off the tackle. Zybel tried to kick it out of mid-air again. Oh, Minchin just basically threw it towards centre half forward. Now Benson towards Williams. Comes back to Benson. He gets it to Harry McMahon. He wants to get in on the action. Gives it to Wales beautifully. Wales with a left foot kick. And he kicks the goal. Great play, Elijah Wales. Great skill. His first of the afternoon. They're extending the lead here now, the home side. They go to 6-3-39. They lead Colac 3-6-24. Morris Business Class Finance. K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
Not panic stations yet for Colac, but they've been really good this quarter defensively. Now is the time when they start to get a run on St Mary's. They've got to double down on their defensive play and just tighten up a little bit because there's too many loose players, particularly inside forward 50, because St Mary's offensive transition's as good as anyone's in the competition, if not better or the best. And they've got to tighten right up now, Colac.
Yeah, looks like they've got their flow going, doesn't it, Kirsch? They look so dangerous when they can move the ball quickly. So back in the middle, 4 goals in the term for St Mary's already, just 16 minutes gone on the Barn Foods time clock. A strong tackle on McCarthy, nothing doing from the umpire. It'll be tossed up again, just a true centre half forward for Colac, who, as Kirsch rightfully mentions, probably just need a little settler here. Tossed up. It evaded both ruckmen. Zybel went to work at ground level and did well. Tobin Murray fighting for it. He lost the footy and will have another ball up just on the paint. 6-3 plays 3-6. St Mary's way, Zybel won it down again. Charging through was Murray, couldn't gather it cleanly. The goal kicker, Damien McMahon, bundles it forward. The kick over the head of Dobson. Renitz goes his non-preferred right foot and does well and finds Tobin Murray. Sorry, in fact, that's Joel Cooper.
So Cooper has the footy, left centre wing. Goes inside 50 with the kick, over the head of a couple, not over the head of Michael Rudd, who takes the mark. And it's inside defensive 50, the left footer. Will go back out to whence it came. Goes up. Oh, Dobson. Way too strong.
Yep.
And he takes the mark. Just backward of centre wing. Goes short along the boundary to Orgarinos. Now, Max. Who's he got? He's got Maishman short. He's called to play on. He goes down the line towards forward 50. Over the back, no mark taken. Lockie Simpkin. Ball spills free from Monaghan. Comes towards Hawker. He's wrapped up. The ball spills free in the tackle. Close to the boundary line. I think Big's happy to see it over. He goes, well, it's pretty close. And if that's not over the boundary line, it'll be a ball in. It'll be a ball up, and it will be at right half forward for St Mary's. They're 6-3-39. They lead Colac 3-6-24. We played 18.5 Barwon Foods second quarter time clock.
Mention runs a long way to get to this stoppage to go up against the dominant Zybel. Ball just dribbles clear inside 54 St Mary's if Dobson can keep it alive. Teeters near the boundary. In fact, the ball goes over now, about 40 metres around from the St Mary's goal. Still a bit of a breeze coming to this broadcast side. Has it picked up at all, Birchie, down at ground level?
Yeah, those gusts are picked up again. It's just sort of dying off occasionally and then springing back up again.
Zybel wins the clearance yet again. Mention puts the fist through it only as far as Aaron Hawker for Colac. Kicks from half-back. Sprague's got position A and takes the comfortable mark on centre wing.
Comes back in, board, good kick too, finds Garner. He thought about McMahon running past. He elects to go with the kick though. Out, well, why not? Sam Dobson's on a lead, and there was nothing Renitz could do about that. It was a great play into space, and Sam Dobson has taken the mark and will shoot for goal from 50 out, 45-degree angle.
That last kick of St Mary's in the inside forward 50 has been a little bit wide at times, but that one was just a little bit on the fat side. But when someone like Dobson marks it, he doesn't miss from here. Does not miss, Jace.
Oh, wow, Kirsch. He comes in, 50 out, right foot kick. He's missed that one.
Ah, Jace, let me down.
Well, it's gone over the head of Zybel. He tried to go for a massive mark there, and it's through the one behind. They go to 6-4. That was playground stuff, that one. Yep. 6-4-40 St Mary's, Colac 3-6-24, Morris Business Class Finance. K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard. Interesting spectator down there too.
Who you got?
VFL assistant coach Matt Dowling from Werribee, I see.
As he kicks to the broadcast side, there's Cody Spokes. Renitz, Dobson's direct opponent, takes the mark on the stretch. Tom Renitz, a tough task today against the St Mary's spearhead. He just goes down the line to numbers. Garner, strong fist by Christensen. And the ball out of play. Be tossed in on centre wing as 20.5 minutes tick by on the Barwon Foods time clock. St Mary's lead this one 6-4-40 to 3-6-24. Be brought in. It'll be Peck with front position against Parkhouse. Cooper was caught high for Colac. The free kick, Benson was the man giving it away. Cooper goes by hand to McCarthy. Forced to kick at his non-preferred to the paint at 50. Sprague again got hands to it. Ling read at best. Off hands, chipping ball across the face of goal. Went looking for Travellini and missed him. Jamison by hand. They're dancing clear, trying to keep the ball alive, Colac. They do now. Scrubby ball wasn't great. St Mary's looked to work it out by hand on the outer side. Travellini looping ball. Now Elijah Wales. He goes by hand. Geez, McMahon did well in tight spaces and goes short and finds Damien McMahon, who puts in a very, very risky ball, but it works to Peck.
Yes, Paul Peck's son, Lockie, goes with a right foot kick short. Harry McMahon can't take the mark. Four to centre circle. Parkhouse comes back for Colac. Kick up the chimney towards McCormack, who goes up, takes a good mark. Hamlin Hanger contender too from Jerry McCormack, and he just went up and took a chest mark in the end. He's on centre wing on the outer side. He chips the ball short. And goes to Lockie Simpkin. He goes further afield. Looks for Aaron Walters coming. Oh, wow. Sam Christensen got beheaded. And he's going to take a while to get up too. So keep an eye on that, Birchie, for St John of God. We put you first. Oh, gee whiz. I thought he was in a bit of trouble there. He might get checked, I think, after that high tackle. He's inside defensive 50. He goes with a right foot kick towards centre wing, and it's way too easy too. Handball came, and they go now. Braden Ham's handball under pressure. Benson back to Travellini, through the handball to Harry McMahon. 55 out, chips the ball. It's beautiful play, and St Mary's in full flight, and they get it to Ty Williams, who will shoot for goal from 45 out directly in front.
The impressive part about St Mary's ball movement is that we were talking about it pre-game, how they can make this ground wide and they can make it big when they come around the outskirts, but when they attack through the corridor, they are almost unstoppable. As you saw there, no one was tackling Harry Benson, no matter what then, and they just kept it in the corridor, and that was a training drill.
So Ty Williams to put St Mary's 7th on the board. Right foot kick, goal umpire just said, yeah, that's very nice. Thanks for that. Ty Williams, his first 7-4-46 St Mary's. They lead Colac 3-6-24. Morris, business class finance, K-Rock second quarter scoreboard. It's asset finance by Geelong people for Geelong people. Call 1-300-4 Morris.
Christensen again down back. He's been really good down there today, and they say a lot of offensive starts from your defensive end, and that's exactly what's happening at the moment because they're rebounding at will at the moment, and Christensen's been terrific.
He sure has. So that's St Mary's 5th goal of the term, and still time to play too. As Kirsch mentions, rightfully, they are looking dangerous when they get the ball moving. The home side there, 7-4, playing Colac 3-6. 24 minutes tick by on the Barn Foods time clock. Second term nearing half-time. Zybell drives it forward and inverted. Torp to Parkhouse. Got plenty of it. Probably should have been paid the mark to, and is.
Bit late.
It was late, but probably the right call in the end. To Will Parkhouse, who's just inside 50. Thought about laying it off, but in the end is told to go back and have a shot in what would be a vital goal, Kirsch.
That's a big kick, and you can see that breeze has been very strong. People have struggled from there today, and he will struggle as well.
So Parkhouse will kick from just inside the paint, hangs it out to the right, asks the Sharon to do a lot. Won't make it, doesn't even get it across the line. In the end, it's rushed through for a minor score. 3-7-25 the Tigers. St Mary's 7-4. 46 as Travellini plays on quickly for the Saints.
Down the middle to Harry Ling over his head. He's got it right to the centre of the ground. Wales at the back. They've got the run on. They just keep it going, St Mary's, and they go towards centre half forward. It's a push off the ball. Simpkins' short little kick was okay. Chase Murray takes it centre wing for Colac. And going the other way, Colac, can they get them on the rebound? They go wide. Short little kick. Well, that's an underground scrimmagey kick. Now Connors to Travellini. And Blood had to put the tackle on. He basically put the saddle on and started to ride too, I think. And it's going to be a ball up just outside forward 50 for Colac. Played 25 and a half in this second term. Minchin got it down. Kick around the corner by Benson. Was a bit of luck and a bit of skill and got it to Noah Biggs, back end of centre wing. He goes down the line. Dobson over the back, punched away. Renitz was there. And Burke went up as well. Dobson just getting up a little bit ginger. Keep an eye on that as well, Birchie, for St John of God. We put you first, injury update. Sam Dobson just on his haunches there as the boundary throw-in's going to happen for Nick Minchin and Will Parkhouse.
It does, and it's Minchin who wins it down for St Mary's. Only as far as Cooper. Spokes came flying through, couldn't gather cleanly. McCarthy was brought to ground without it. Play on the call. Jamison just tumbles one forward. Doesn't quite fall for Dustin Walters, who haven't called a lot of today. Tapped away from him by Orgarinos, who does well. He's at half-back. He's forced to kick under pressure. High up the chimney. McQuay has to sit and wait, but he was beaten to it. Short ball from Bartolo is good enough to Ham. A left footer hangs it out wide. Travellini's got acres of space, puts on the burners to make the mark, and does. He's at half-back. Broadcast side. Jesse Travellini goes short ask. A lot of Burke, who makes a good contest. Wales by hand to Ham. Handball back to Elijah Wales, goes to Minchin, who loops on over the top. Biggs has got some space to work into. Biggs inside 50, looking for Dobson off the hands of Renitz. Spokes did well, attacked it strongly, but brought to ground by Peck. The ball spills clear. Another shot at goal is through. It's yet another goal for St Mary's, their 6th of the term. And that was Rudd, I think, on the snap. And they are looking very, very ominous, the home side. 8-4-52, they lead. Colac 3-7-25 on the K-Rock Morris Business Class Finance second quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, just that offensive transition again. Travellini was really good. He got some wheels, hasn't he? He made that space out here on that outer wing, and it just opened the game up, and then they used it by hand to get through. And Ham, just a couple of little smart handballs, you know, like normal players would just flick that out in panic, but Ham had a bit of composure and just hit a handball that opened the game up in front of him and get the ball inside forward 50, and away they go.
Danger signs, Kirsch.
Oh, absolutely it is. And we said it a couple of maybe 2 goals ago where Colac had to bounce back defensively on that offensive transition, and they haven't been able to. And St Mary's are hurting them on the scoreboard.
Minchin in the middle, gets it down. Handball came from Chase Murray to Lockie Simpkin, running off half back, goes towards half forward. On the half volley, nobody can really pick it up. Now the handball came on the up to the last goal scorer, Rudd to Ling. His handball over the top to Maishman. Can't quite pick it up on hands and knees. Now coming at him, Tobin Murray. Got one high, did he? The umpire, then we have to be holding the ball then. Has to be. No high tackle, Harry Ling. Going to be a free kick. He's going to take it against Tobin Murray. Back end of centre wing for St Mary's. In front of the best seats in the house, thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7, called to play on. 28.5 played in this second term. Bowen Foods time clock. Minchin goes up, punched away. Garner close to the boundary line. Left foot kick inside 50, getting back there. Oh, no mark taken by Hayes. He gets it now. Kick around the corner, back to whence it came. Blood can't take it. Rudd's there as well. Now through the middle, McCarthy for Colac. He gets it away by hand. Back towards him now. He's ripped off the football road. Minchin under pressure. 5 St Mary's players around him. Rudd, mark that. And it goes up the chimney. Inside 50. Hayes goes up. Oh, he nearly took it too. Umpire says play on. Ball spills free. Harry McMahon went past the footy. Garner's held up. Umpire holding the ball. Free kick, Colac. As the siren sounds for half-time, not going to matter. And it's St Mary's who have taken ascendancy here. 8-4-52. They lead Colac 3-7-25. 6-goal second term for St Mary's. And that is half-time here at Anthony Costa Oval. We're into the half-time thanks to Blackman's Brewery, the ultimate half-time beer made here in Geelong. Birchie's going to go out and see if she can get somebody at half-time. And as we said in the experts chair, thanks to the Sporting Globe, Eat, Drink, Sport, Ryrie Street, Geelong. Kirsch, what do the Tigers have to do in the second half to get back into this game?
Well, I think Rowan would have identified early, that first 15 minutes where they played really well and they had a lot of inside 50 ball and they got their forwards a bit of a look at it. Garner was dangerous early. They just got to go back to that, try and win the clearance. I think Zidebell's obviously the one. He's had the 9 clearances already. I think he's just got to get a bit of ascendancy. If you can get that clearance where the ball's going inside forward 50 a little bit more from his clearances, then they're going to be a little bit dangerous. They've got the breeze. They've got to get themselves back into this game and at least get it even at three-quarter time to give themselves a chance. But they must start fast and they must make the most of their ball inside forwards 50. Their efficiency inside forward 50 at the moment isn't great, so they've got to make the most of that. That's where it starts, and I think they need to win the first couple of clearances, and we'll see whether they're on or not in the first 5 minutes, I reckon.
Head-to-head, thanks to White Cross Healthcare this afternoon, scooters, walkers, but much more. Trusted advice and best solutions. The head-to-head is Zidebell and Nick Minchin. Kirsch?
Yeah, look, Minchin's had his moments. He's had the 6 possessions himself, but he's only had the 7 hit-outs, 2 clearances. Zidebell has had the 9 kicks, 3 handballs, 2 marks, but 9 clearances as mentioned. He's had the 24 hit-outs. So he's dominant in that ruck space, but I just don't feel they're getting a lot of value from his clearance work at the moment. So I think Zidebell, he's had a couple of almost moments. I think he's averaging 7 marks a game at the moment. He's had the 2. I just think he needs to probably get involved a little bit more around the ground and be an option, maybe push forward offensively a little bit more and be that danger inside forward 50. So whilst he's having a very good game, I'm not knocking him, that's for sure, but I just think that he holds such an important key for Colac that he needs to be maybe a little bit more dangerous in the forward half.
Matchups also thanks to Wombat Gully Plant Farm, over 1,500 different species of plants to choose from. We'll keep an eye on those matchups as we start the second half here at Anthony Costa Oval.
I don't think we'll see too much different at the moment because Rowan will probably think, they're still in the game. So we won't see too much at the moment. There might be a few swings and roundabouts if midway through this term Colac aren't making any ground on that scoreboard.
Third term thanks to Bowen Timber. Bowen Timber, your specialist in the supply and installation of timber and engineered flooring in the Geelong region. And here is the start of the third term at Anthony Costa Oval. Here is Josh Conway.
Second half underway, and it's Minchin who wins the first hit out, but only as far as McCarthy for Colac, who finds Cody Spokes at left half forward. He wheels and goes quickly on his right foot, looking for Garner, has to go from behind. Fisted away from him, numbers at ground level. Bartolo tumbles one into the middle of the ground. It evades Rennett's. Going to work is Dobson at ground level. Just got his handball clear in time. Colac emerged with it. There was Zidebell. Now Chase Murray with the tuck jumper. Goes inside 50 and falls into the arms of Joel Cooper, who's marked directly in front. 45 from home.
Well, at the start we said that they needed to have, again, it was an easy exit though from their forward 50, an easy rebound. So their forwards are going to have just to put a little bit more pressure on to keep that ball locked in. But Joel Cooper, he's a 19-year-old listed at the Falcons. He's a talented footballer. Gets his opportunity.
And he comes on the right foot, gives it plenty of air. Hence the reaction from Chase Doherty.
It was a
pulled it to the left-hand side. Was a launch, got a good piece of it, but never on target. Through for a minor score to start this third term.
He is a solid boy too, isn't he, Kirsch?
He's a good boy. He's a good size, and he's not afraid to throw his weight around either.
Travellini plays on from fullback for St Mary's, goes to the outer side with the kick. And Rudd does well. Gets the handball over the top. Biggs had to sit and wait for it. His handball to Benson was all right. On centre wing, transition was all right towards Damien McMahon. Does it sit for him? It doesn't. Rennett's comes the other way. He can't pick it up now. He can. Across half back. Left foot kick back towards Cody Spokes on centre wing. Oh, it doesn't sit for him. Blood. But Spokes got back into the contest and gets it and then gets wrapped up by the skipper. And the umpire will come in and ball it up point of the centre square for Colac.
It wasn't a great kick by Rennet. He kicked it not only to space but to 1-on-3 in space, so Spoke's done a great job to lock that in.
Zidebell comes from a long way back, gets it McQuay, picks it up, 55 out, left foot kick, top of the goal square. Garner with the sit over the back, and there wasn't much that Christensen could do on that time, and Garner tells him all about it as well, says get out of the way. And he's in the goal square. He's kicked 2 and he needs to kick this for his third and to get the Tigers started in this third term.
Yeah, good hit out into space by Zidebell into the path of McQuay, and that's the kick we want from McQuay. Just the long one. Get it out of your area and get it inside forward 50 quick.
So Garner comes in.
Oh, geez, he sliced it.
Whiz, he left.
Wow.
Let the goal umpire do a bit of work there.
Ooh.
That wasn't the best kick we've seen today, but he's put it through. He kicked 3-3 this afternoon himself, and that is Colac's fourth. They go to 4-8-32. And bridge the gap, St Mary's 8-4-52. Bowen Timber, K-Rock, a third quarter scoreboard.
It was a US Open slice. Don't worry about that.
Goal umpire had to work.
He's done a hamstring. He had to run that far to his left.
I don't think anybody was expecting it, seeing as though he's 8 metres out.
I jotted it down in the book.
Nearly had to
Hard
get the
skip
liquid
to beat.
paper
Yes,
out.
nearly had to.
Liquid paper.
Age again there, Kirsch. Premiership reunions and liquid paper. He was back in the middle. 20 points the margin. St Mary's way. Blood tries to burst through. Nearly earned himself a free kick for his efforts. Nothing doing though, and wrapped up. And be balled up quickly. 3.5 minutes gone in this third term on the Bowen Foods time clock. Minchin was up early, lost the hit out to Zybel again. To ground level, Blood off the deck, gains another 20 and 25 metres or so. Ball inside 50, falls fortuitously for Burke. Now Dobson wheels on his left foot. That is a spearing ball. It was so spearing that it bounced off Lockie Peck's chest. Clearing kick away from Malik and only as far as Damien McMahon. He's 55 from home, wheels and goes, punches it to the teeth of goal, flies once and at the back. It's a good stretch by Burke. I think it is in the goal square, and he'll have a shot from 15 out, pretty much directly in front.
I just watched Damien McMahon then on that exit. He felt like he knew it was going to exit very easily, and he set up so well behind the ball that it's just basically landed exactly where he thought it would.
So within a minute or so, St Mary's with the quick reply and ease the margin back out to 26 points. Their ninth of the afternoon, 9-4-58. They lead Colac 4-8-32 on the K-Rock Bowen Timber third quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, Jerry McCormack had just left him and gone a little bit ball hunting or ball watching, and McMahon set up really well on that exit and just rebounded it back inside forward 50, and that's what they do so well. They get the ball back in, they give the forwards another opportunity for a shot on goal, and yeah, that was terrific play by McMahon.
We spoke to Kirsty earlier about individual goal kickers. They've got 8 already out of 9 goals, so they're sharing the load again, aren't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's what makes them so dangerous. They don't have to have, like we mentioned, Dobson kicking 4 or 6 each week.
Zybel, Minchin got it down this time. Back to Zybel, though. He's wrapped up by his opposite number. He threw the ball. Umpire said play on advantage. It's going to be Maishman from the middle for St Mary's. Spears the ball. Great ball. And Burke takes the mark. 50 from goal. He wants to go with the kick. Top of the goal square. Great kick. That is a great kick from Sam Burke. He just pushed it out in the space for Noah Biggs to run onto the ball. And it's the old spaces, not faces, Kirsch.
No, it was a great kick. Kingy. Jace.
Settle down.
You're in that chair, sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Jace, but it was poor defending by Colac. They stood there and they actually didn't move with where the direction of the ball.
So Noah Biggs has kicked one this afternoon already. This for 2 in a minute for St Mary's. Goal umpire moves across, but then he'll come back and say that's all good. And he has put his second on the board, Noah Biggs, the 10th for St Mary's. They go to 10-4-64 and double the margin. Colac 4-8-32. Bowen Timber, K-Rock, a third quarter scoreboard. Your specialist in the supply and installation of timber and engineered flooring in the Geelong region.
We spoke about Zybel's clearance work and how he had 9 in that first half. That's exactly what Minchin's got to do. If Zybel's going to take possession of the ball, he's just got to wrap him up, make sure that they effect a tackle and they get a restart, or like that did, it was a free kick against. So that was perfect play. Minchin's lifted.
Aaron Hawker into the middle now for Colac as they look for just a little something as this game's quickly slipping away from their grasp. Back in the middle, Jared Garner. Blood lays a strong tackle on McCarthy. Comes clear to Monaghan. Zybel in some space. Clever kick to Spokes at centre-half forward, who stretches and marks. Might have been swung forward, the Tigers captain. Lovely looking kick too, and finds Aaron Walters, who went straight through his hands inexplicably. Drops the mark. Ball comes to ground level. He might have got a free kick.
He's a very lucky boy.
Indeed.
Wow.
Absolute pud he put down, Aaron Walters. But he has the footy now. Just outside 50.
Creeping.
Assessing his options. Just chips it to the hot spot. Walters came late. Murray wriggled clear. Did well. Looks for Hawker. Now Monaghan has it. Blood to beat. Brought to ground. No free kick according to the umpire. Ball spills clear. Quick kick, I should say, by Bartolo to the middle of the ground. Geez, Burke with the fly, couldn't mark, and Biggs wrapped up in a strong Simpkin tackle.
So just forward of the centre circle for Colac. We're going to have a ball up. 64 playing 32 here, 8 played, third term, Barn Foods time clock. Selling the fresh fish direct to you, Donga Road, North Geelong. Ahead of the contest towards half forward. Dobson's pickup was amazing. Goes towards Biggs again. Shrags the tackle, gets the right foot in. Two on two, punched away by Burke. Goes to the back of the pack, and I think Malikan will be happy to see it through. He will, because Garner was bearing down and through for a rush behind. They go to 10-5-65 now, St Mary's. 4-8-32, Colac. Bowen Timber Carrock, third quarter scoreboard.
Giblets at half back on the outer side. Short ball to McCarthy. Forced to go behind his mark. Ben McCarthy. Nothing much up ahead, which is why he's forced to delay a little bit here. Just hangs the ball up. If anything, as a bit of rain might start to fall. Sprague with the sit. Takes the mark. Goes in short. Bartolo looked to run it by hand. Harry McMahon in the middle of Anthony Costa. Run down from behind by Murray. It was a good chase down by the talented team. Good looking ball towards Garner. Went through his hands. Races on back towards goal. But the ball beats everyone and out of play.
How's that weather down there, Birchie, for South Point? It'd be better if we turned you on, wouldn't it, Birchie? That'd be great.
I did spot a rainbow when I came out here after half time, and I thought, well, the rain droplets mustn't be far away. And yes, it is falling now here at Anthony Costa Oval, so it's going to make it very difficult for Colac now.
Boundary throw in, forward for Colac. Spokes gets wrapped up, and it's a good tackle too, and just holds him up. So rain just starting to fall a little bit here at Anthony Costa. You hear the breeze in the effects mic there, and the ball from the ruck contest. Dragged in. Dustin Walters put the tackle on. The umpire says held to him, and it's going to be another ball up. 40 out from the Colac goal. And pushed down to the side. McQuay comes in. He gets wrapped up. Bit of a stalemate here forward for Colac. Defensive play by St Mary's. Minchin, ruck work up against Parkhouse. He got it down beautifully to Augurinos, who couldn't take it with him. Hawker now falls to the side. Garner. Oh, he got rid of the football somehow. McQuay comes back, gives it away to Renitz. Gets on that left and then kicks along the boundary line. Has he kept it in? He has just. And out of bounds for a throw in. Left half forward for the Tigers there. 4-8-32. They trail St Mary's 10-5-65. We've played 10.5 on the Barn Foods time clock in his third term.
It's going to be brought in deep inside. Colac's attacking 50. Minchin wins it down for St Mary's. Augurinos tries to burst clear. He was going nowhere. We'll have a ball up straight in the same spot as we had before. Connor's putting some close attention on Tobin Murray. We haven't seen much of after his big haul last week. Minchin dominantly down to Garner, who then lays a strong tackle. Was a bit of contact with the head there as the tackle came to ground. Colac player slow to get up, clutching the back of his head. Nothing doing from the umpire. Do it all again. That was Hawker, ground level. Man I speak of. Now Jared Garner from the stoppage. Kicks clear, Biggs overran it. Now Simpkin, Lockie, back inside 50 for Colac. The fly came from Walters. There's a whistle for a push going the way of Colac and Will Parkhouse. And it goes without saying, Kirsch, he needs to kick this.
Yeah, he certainly does. Look, the same spot, opposite end, this time with the breeze. Should get the distance. His last one fell short.
Where's he aiming?
Oh, he's aiming right post. He has to aim right post.
And he comes. Oh my goodness, it's a sack.
Oh, wow, wait.
That's it's a ball drop from hell, Kirsch, that is, isn't it?
He's going to need to visit you, Kirsch.
He's on the list.
He's on the list. Well and truly.
Amongst all that, it went out of play off hands.
So boundary throw in, deep into attack. Parkhouse down the ruck work this time. Oh, punched on by Harry McMahon, just up into the air. Wales, he taps it on as well. Nobody's actually taken possession yet. It's nearly on centre wing. Hawker rides the bump, handball, gets away. Garner, can he pick it up? He's got Wales, great pick up on centre wing. Now he goes towards the leader, Paul Peck. Lockie comes out, takes the mark at right half forward. And he wants to move it quickly, but there's nothing to kick to, really. He goes into the pocket. It's a pretty good kick. It was the only person he could really kick it to, who was running back there in time and space.
I reckon Elijah Wales may have grabbed his hamstring as he kicked that then.
And Sam Dobson has taken the mark in the right forward pocket. Birchie will keep an eye on that for St John of God. Elijah Wales coming off the ground.
Hasn't gone to any medical treatment yet, but he certainly grabbed at it and called for his rotation early.
Sam Dobson has not kicked a goal yet this afternoon. Left foot kick, and he still hasn't. He's put it through for one behind. So they go to 10-6-66 now, St Mary's. Colac 4-8-32. Barwon Timber K-Rock third quarter scoreboard.
Looks pretty despondent in front of us, Kirsch, doesn't he?
He hasn't said anything to anyone yet. The physio's stalking him and now grabbed him.
So, ball back into play as that rain gets a bit heavier. Birchie might get down to you in a second to give us a report on that, as Travellini has the ball for St Mary's. Kick went looking for McMahon, couldn't hold the mark with that ball now. A bit slippery. They keep the ball going forward. Ham got his handball clear only as far as Monaghan. Garner spun out of trouble for St Mary's. Did well. Driving the legs. Shot on goal is through, is it? It was a touch on the line. I think it might have made it. It did. Another goal, Joe Maishman it was, showing a clean pair of heels, and it's an 11th goal for St Mary's. They are piling on the pain to Colac, 11-6-72. They lead the Tigers 4-8-32 on the K-Rock Barwon Timber third quarter scoreboard.
He is a good finisher, Joey Maishman, when he has ball in hand, particularly in that scenario where he's on the fly, kicking inside forward 50. But that'd be another goal kicker, wouldn't it, Jace? Joey Maishman add to the list that 9 separate goal kickers. They may hit double figures again today.
9, yes, it is 9. So back to the middle. Zybell and Minchin. Minchin gets it down. Murray can't take it in the middle. Hayes tried to tap it back to him. Murray, can he pick it up? No, he can't. Pretty slippery out there now too, Orgarinos. And a little bit of rain coming in here too, because it's coming the wrong way for us. Ball in the middle, still for Colac. Spokes now, left foot kick off the side of the boot, might be okay. Jamison dropped it as well. And off hands. How's that going down there for you, Birchie?
It's not going great here.
Did I just see Birchie run past? Is she running back towards the box?
I think she might be.
I'm heading in your... No, I'm going to check on Elijah Wales and then I'm coming back, okay?
No worries.
She's smart if she
Yeah,
did.
she's smart, absolutely. It is for South Point Garden Supplies. It's terrible conditions here now at Anthony Costa Oval. Ball from the ruck contest. Garner in front for St Mary's. Clearing kick back to the middle. Simpkin doesn't sit for him. Punched away by Jared Walters. Maishman, the last goal scorer, he can't pick it up. Point of the centre square for Colac. And Walters through the middle again. Jared wrapped up. Umpire says no. Give it back to me. And we'll have a ball up. 11-6-72 St Mary's. Colac 4-8-32. Played 15 and a half in this third term. Barwon Foods time clock.
Tossed up, Minchin been good in this third term so far. Geez, Garner was met heavily on his shoulder. Looks to be okay. Ham went to work at ground level. Now Hawker for Colac. Simpkin off half back, goes inside 50. Ling with the fist. McQuaid comes bursting through, taps it to his own advantage. Ball comes clear. Cooper couldn't gather the slippery Sharon. Walters comes through. That's Dustin. Got a kick clear just in time. Ball still alive and back to about 40 out from goal. Spokes had to sit and wait. It was fisted away from him. Ling did well at ground level, but only as far as Cooper Hayes, who plays on quickly for Colac, drives towards goal, but he's pushed it to left-hand side and through for a minor score. First score of the afternoon for Cooper Hayes. Would have been his first goal of the season, but not to be. 4-9-33, the Tigers, St Mary's 11-6-72.
Just enjoying a little time in forward half at the moment, Colac, but they're getting no value from it at the moment.
Orgarinos kicks it back in towards half back for St Mary's. Ball still in dispute. Benson on hands and knees, tries to drag it back in. Hayes is there as well. Umpire lets it go now, just as the ball was about to come out. It's going to be a ball up. So umpire Jones with the ball in between wing and half forward for Colac. Minchin in front, tapped it down. Ham ripped off the football, and it comes free to McCormack. He just goes with a torp, goes to the top of the square. Parkhouse over the back, falls to the front. Aaron Walters can't take it. Orgarinos with a little clearing kick. Is that insufficient intent? The umpire says throw it in. And will be a boundary throw inside forward 50 for Colac. Birchie, any idea about what's happening with Elijah Wales?
He's
Yeah, Birchie will be with us shortly.
Tossed in as we figure that one out. Ball at ground level. Cooper was met solidly at ground level. Travellini wobbles one forward for St Mary's. Biggs, he's been impressive. Done some nice things. Just kicks to space. Now is this insufficient attempt as the ball bounced clear and over the line?
They just
Umpire's
don't
a bit
pay it at
lenient.
local level.
No, they don't do that.
No, they don't, and I don't know why.
That's paid every day of the week in the big league.
Yes.
Elijah Wales was just having that right hamstring tested out. Can I tell you a quick story? One week I interviewed Harrison White.
Yes.
And he did his hamstring in the second half.
Oh, no.
So he swore he'd never talk to K-Rock again.
Oh,
okay, I'll
Well,
get back
you've
to
done
you.
it again, haven't you?
Yes. So the ball from the middle, Travellini with the outside of the right foot. Lockie Simpkin wants to kick it back the other way, but only as far as Travellini. He goes wide towards Harry McMahon. He goes back to Harry Ling, off a step. His kick was partly smothered. It's on centre wing on the outer side in front of the scoreboard. Blood. He leaves it in the end. Travellini. He threw the ball away. It's holding the ball. Free kick. Colac on the outer side. Jared McCormack will take the free kick. He wants to bring it back in. Borders okay. Hayes takes the mark. Plays on. Right foot kick inside 50. God, that's a good mark. That's the Hamlin hanger from Walters. In this type of conditions, that was a fantastic grab coming across in front of Harry Ling, and Dustin Walters will shoot for goal from 50 out.
Part 2, heading down
Yes.
the highway to
Yes,
Melbourne.
yes.
Paddy Dangerfield walks into the roadhouse where we're having a feed.
Nice.
So, of course, I say hello.
Yes.
He does his hamstring in that game.
Oh, my God.
Part 3 to come.
How are you going?
Hamstring curse.
Dustin Walters, don't say anything to him because he's going to come in and 50 out from goal. That's a nice kick off the boot. The goal umpire says that's a very nice kick. So Dustin Walters has put his first on the board and a much needed one for the Tigers. They go to 5-9-39, trail St Mary's 11-6-72, and that is on the Bowen Timber K-Rock third quarter scoreboard.
And
Part
now,
three.
part 3,
Elijah
spoke
Wales.
to Elijah Wales.
They'll be running,
Half-time.
They'll be running from you,
I will
Birchie.
not be able to get a half-time interview at this rate. 3 hamstrings after I've spoken
There's a
to
bit of
those
a
players.
bit of a beyond the boundary curse too, isn't there?
Yeah, there
Chase?
is actually.
Guests who got injured as
They
well.
have, yeah. Don't play the next week. I know we're not good. They'll stay away from us.
We're back in the middle. Monaghan for Colac as they look for a couple in a row. Desperately needed. They trail 5-9-39 to 11-6-72. 20 minutes a tick by on the Bowen Foods time clock. Third term. Up again. There's a free kick going against Minchin in the ruck. Going the way of Zach Zybal, who dishes off quickly to Lockie Simpkin. Kicks on his left foot. Looking for the goal kicker, Walters. It fell short of him. And the ball out of play in front of the interchange benches on the broadcast side. Be tossed in quickly. Don't think Nick Minchin's overly happy with that decision, Kirsch.
No,
I'm too pleased.
As the
do
ball's
apologise if
tossed
you
in.
heard that.
Zybal won it down yet again, and he's with it now at ground level. He was tackled strongly by Benson. No free kick. Simpkins got to sit and wait. Did well. Marked under some pressure from Burke, who came dashing in from behind, and 50. I'm not sure what the 50 was for.
Sam Burke kicked the footy away a little bit.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough. So a chance, Kirsch, for 2 in a minute and a half for the Tigers.
Yeah, look, they're probably just a little bit too late in the quarter. We're going to go 22 minutes gone once he kicks this. A short 50 for mine, but to say he needs it is an understatement, Buzz.
Now on the mark's about 45 out, but Simpkin will kick from directly in front. Distance shouldn't be a problem with the aid of that breeze. Lockie Simpkin. He goes right to the teeth of goal, and it's just short. Put through for a minor score.
Needed the umpire who gave the 50 in that prelim. That's what he needed.
Yes.
We're still measuring that. About 95
So a Newtown.
kilometres. Ball. Good afternoon to the Towners who'll be listening. We've got the bye this afternoon. Short kick in. Maishman finds it inside defensive 50 for St Mary's. Lights on here at Anthony Costa Oval as well. Maxie looks nice and cool downstairs. Looks nice and chilly. Now it goes to half back for St Mary's. And they get it through to Damien McMahon, who goes with the outside of the right foot. Doesn't sit for Garner. Burke's there as well. Jared picks it up, handball over the top, comes back towards Cooper. He leaves it behind at half back for Colac. Oh, sling tackle from Cooper. And the umpire will come in and ball it up. Just at right half forward for St Mary's. They lead by 32. 22 and a half played in this third term. Barn Foods time clock. Peck in the ruck at the moment. And held in again. Maybe some sore bodies tomorrow. It's been a pretty tough game. Conditions not great either. Zybell, Peck gets a second tap to it. Falls towards Garner. Tobin Murray comes there as well. Jared Walls with a blind turn. Kicks it into the St Mary's coaching box. It's out of bounds on the full. And we're going to have a free kick.
We will just watch Jared Garner for St John of God. Birch, he just looks a bit sore after a couple of contests there as the trainer went out to him. Staying on the ground for now as McMahon plays on quickly. Gains another 10 metres or so by running inside the boundary. Kick inside 50. Burke flies the 1-2-3 juggle. Fisted away. Biggs brought to ground. Appeals for high. Fell on deaf ears. And we'll have a ball up on the pavilion side. Just inside the paint for the home side. 23 and a half gone in this third term. Tossed up quickly. Zybell again, calling his name a lot this afternoon. Williams threw it, stray booted it, but was touched just inside the field of play. And we'll do it all again as that rain subsides, thank goodness. Our sheets are getting a little bit wet in here. The wind was blowing that drizzle into the K-Rock box. Peck just pushed Zybell out of the way. Gives away a clear infringement in the ruck, and the big Colac Tor will take the resulting free kick.
So Zybell at half back. Let's just switch the play. Goes to the other side. I don't know who he was kicking to. There was nobody there.
St Mary's player.
Yeah, Joe Moshman was standing there with an invitation for him to kick it to him, and he did. So he's going to go from the centre of Anthony Costa out wide. Dobson goes up, can't quite take the mark. There's three Colac players there. One of them, Simpkin, handball over the top, was terrible. And then there's a free kick is there. It's going to be back. Harry McMahon will take the free kick at left half forward for St Mary's. He's 55 from goal. So McMahon chips it over the top, leads on, good too. Dobson went back, came back up and took the mark, and we'll have a set shot for goal from 45 out on the boundary line. So Sam Dobson has not kicked a goal yet this afternoon, and that would be at long odds when the team has kicked 11. But as we said, they have had a myriad of goal kickers in the last couple of weeks, and he's trying to add his name to it this afternoon. Dobson comes in, right foot kick, goal umpire. It's across the face of goal, and was that a mark? Umpire said playing. Gee,
he's paid it.
Yeah, he's paid. I was going to say,
eventually.
In the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
It was a great mark from Sam Burke, who went up and right in the middle of about 4 Colac Tigers, kept his eye on the ball and took the mark, and will be literally 6 metres out. He's on the boundary. He's going to come around left foot kick.
Yuck.
And he has yucked that. That's the good term for it. He's put it through for one behind to St Mary's. They go to 11-7-73. They lead Colac 5-10-40. And that is on the Bowen Timber K-Rock third quarter scoreboard.
Zybell, Mark still in his defensive half for Colac. 26 going in this third term.
He went on the left.
Goes on the left, gets a good piece of it. Goes looking for Parkhouse, and Walters flew high. Parkhouse at ground level fell to him. McCormack burst clear. Kicks long and strong. Garner's the only man inside 50 for Colac. It comes off his hands. Olgarinos brought down by Walters strongly. Spokes buried the head and will earn himself a free kick. Cody Spokes just inside 50 now. Does he go for home or look to palm it off? Didn't look confident immediately, but now he's going back. And we'll have a shot from goal from the paint of 50.
Yeah, the last couple have fallen a bit short for Colac in this range. Lockie Simpson's last one was touched on the line. Parkhouse was lucky to touch his boot.
Back into the team this week. Cody Spokes, 1 or 2 inclusions for Colac. Skews off the side of his boot, hangs it right out, but it just fortuitously falls into the arms of Dustin Walters. So the shank works in their favour, Kirsch.
The shank certainly did, because no one expected it to land where it did. but it's a mark inside forward 50 nonetheless.
It is. And Walter's already kicked one in this term. Didn't have a busy first half by any stretch, but can have an impact now for his second of the quarter, and he comes and drills it. So just keeps Colac alive. 6-11-46. They still trail St Mary's 11-7-73. That's on the K-Rock Bar and Timber third quarter scoreboard.
Well, they're certainly getting enough looks out of inside forward 50. They're just, obviously, we've mentioned it throughout the broadcast, that they just haven't taken the most of their advantages. 6-10. So there's 16 looks at it inside forward 50. They just needed to probably nail a couple of those to be a bit closer, and the margin obviously is a little bit away from them at the moment, particularly with St Mary's coming home with a breeze in the last.
So waiting for the footy to come back around the grounds, thanks to Leopold Sporties. Western Bulldogs 107 lead Fremantle 72 by 35 points. We've played 9 minutes, fourth term at Marvel Stadium. Richmond and Hawthorn to come at the MCG, starting in about half an hour's time. We'll get to the other around the grounds at three-quarter time here at Anthony Costa Oval. 28.5 played. Barn Foods third quarter here. And Minchin goes up. Maishman in the middle. Breaks free. Gets a kick away towards centre half forward. Coming back Dobson. Punched away. Now Spokes across half back for Colac. Tries to he does well. Gets through some traffic, and then the kick was horrific, but it might go okay towards half forward. Cooper comes out. We're looking for somebody to run past Hawker, though. It was there. Travellini's handball. He threw it, said the umpire. He was holding the ball. Free kick to Aaron Hawker. Wants to move it quickly. Goes now. Long kick towards full forward. Coming out Garner. Punched away front and centre. Who can pick it up? Cooper. He can't for Colac. He's going to get wrapped up. He needs a bit of ball security there to hold it in. He will. And it's going to be a ball up about 40 out from the Colac goal. Need one here.
They sure do. Tossed up. Good look at it. Here, directly in front of goal. Garner was ripped off it. That was Adam for Colac. Ball at ground level. Quick snapping shot at goal is fisted through. It was off target anyway. Through for a minor score. Moving Colac on to 6-11-47. St Mary's 11-7-73 as we near 30 minutes gone. Thanks to Barwon Timber on the third quarter time clock.
So now Travellini. Going to kick it in, come broadcast side towards Rad. Zybell's there as well. Falls the arms to Simpkin. Fresh air shot. Goes back to Malikan. Oh, that's holding the ball. It must be because he ran in to Max Orgarinos. Now Rudd wants to give it off into the middle. It's okay. McMahon took the mark. Damien. So Colac have defended pretty well here. They've got a few back, but where are they going to go? They're going to go to Dobson. He goes up. He can't quite take the mark. Rennett's against him. Dobson's got two on him. Hayes is in there as well. He needs some support. Hayes comes in again for Colac. His handball was okay on the up to Simpkin. His kick was smothered. Comes back the other way. St Mary's have got the numbers on the outside. If it sits, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Garner got the handball up. Kick around the corner. Inside 50. And Paul Peck's son, Lockie, takes the mark. And that is a very, very good Mark Hamlin hanger contender from Lockie Peck as the siren sounds for three-quarter time. So he's going to have to kick.
Yeah, drop punt.
Yeah, drop punt over the mark. No on the J curve.
He could, but he's got no room with a fence. He's right against the Domino's sign.
He's kicked one this afternoon. He's in the left forward pocket, southern end of the ground, Lockie Peck. And this to give St Mary's their 12th of the afternoon. He comes in off a couple of steps. Goal umpire says that is pretty good. And Lockie Peck, they go to him. All of St Mary's go to him, and that is a great kick from Lockie Peck. His second of the afternoon, and St Mary's their 12th. They go to 12-7-79. And they lead Colac 6-11-47 at three-quarter time. And again, it was a 4-goal quarter to 3 for St Mary's against the breeze to give them the ascendancy at three-quarter time. We're going to take a break and then come back with the final term action here at Anthony Costa Oval this afternoon. With the breeze, Ocean Grove 47 at the final change. And in the Geelong District Football and Netball League is round 10 this afternoon. Belmont 117, good leaders over Bellpost Hill 50. Inverleigh 87 lead North Geelong 65. Anarchy 46 lead Thompson 38. Bannockburn 50 lead Corio 39. Winchelsea 89 lead Geelong West 52. And East Geelong 60 lead Werribee Centrals 35. Around the grounds thanks to Leopold Sporties this afternoon. Kirsch, how'd you see the third term?
Maybe help if I put me button on, Jace.
Yes.
Oh, look, Colac showed a little bit of spirit and a little bit of fight back there, and you know they had a lot of ball inside forward 50. They had 13 apiece with St Mary's, so they got to look at it. But as per the other quarters, the rebound of St Mary's was just dominant again, and they didn't really get much opportunity to hit the scoreboard. And they've only kicked 6 goals for the game with the amount of inside ball they've had, so probably wasted a couple of opportunities. They had some scoring chances there that they missed. So yeah, credit to St Mary's, but Colac just a little wasteful. But see, I'll tell you what, when St Mary's get the ball going forward, they don't waste opportunities, because every time the ball goes inside their forward 50, it's like something's going to happen. They've got that variety, like you mentioned. Dobson hasn't kicked a goal. Peck's been good. Just those other players, the mid-sized players, the fall of the ball players, the running players, the marking targets inside forward 50. They had 8 marks inside forward 50 that quarter themselves. So that was against the breeze. I expect the same to go this way. And I've got a big fear that if they get another 15 inside forward 50s, they could kick 6, 7, 8 goals this quarter, St Mary's, and blow this game right open.
Thanks, Kirsch. Down to Birchie, who's with St Mary's co-coach Luke Rayner. Talk about turning buttons on.
Yeah,
no, you're right, Birchie, you're right.
Luke, we're right to go. You'd be pretty impressed that third term. They really tightened the screws. I noticed that your tackle numbers were up significantly.
Yeah, it's a quarter 2 and quarter 3 have been good in the tackle count, so pressure's good. Yeah, I thought in a couple of key contests we weren't able to sort of retain the footy and keep it in, so we just spoke to the boys about that. Obviously the rain's come, so the game's probably going to get a little bit messy now, so a bit of a territory battle. Hopefully it's in our favour and we can capitalise on the scoreboard.
And you're looking really efficient going inside forward 50. Every time you go in, it's either to a one-on-one or someone out in front and kicking to that space really well.
Yeah, and I think that's the message for our mids. Keep it pretty simple, just get it in there. We've got certainly 6 forwards that are all good 1v1 on any given day, so we just got to get it in there and play the game in our front half.
What do you look for now?
A nice solid win.
Good luck.
Thanks, Birchie, and some heat probably too for Luke Rayner if he's sitting there. Might be able to get a heater or something. Now, just some information. We spoke about the South Barwon Bell Park Reserves game. It was actually abandoned after an injury to a Dragons player in the under-18 game. So there was a lengthy wait for an ambulance to arrive, and it was too late to start the 12 o'clock game, so they abandoned the Reserves game at South Barwon Bell Park.
Wow.
So hopefully that player involved is okay from the Bell Park under-18s. And just more information on krockfootball.com.au over the next day or so about that. So start of the final term here at St Anthony Costa. Here's Buzz.
Back in the middle, it's Mason with the first clearance for St Mary's, only as far as Monaghan, and McCormack wriggled clear. Handball wasn't his best. Monaghan has to go to work at ground level again. Jared Walters, geez, McCormack burst through a couple. Look at that, showing his strength. And then drives it inside 50, nearly the mark. Nothing doing. St Mary's had numbers at ground level. Orgarinos showed some composure. Bartolo now tumbles one out of trouble. McQuay couldn't mark. Ling just dribbles one to Burke, who's got some space to work in on centre wing broadcast side. Lovely kick to Williams. Got a man all by himself. It's Peck in the goal square and marks unopposed.
Well, there was no one within 30 metres, Buzz.
No.
Well, they had to come up, didn't they?
They had to.
Play the
They
next.
had to come up and defend that next line.
Yeah, defend the next line. And
Well, they all pushed up once Jared McCormack spun the wheels, and then again, as it has happened a lot today, the ball rebounded with ease.
So Peck already got a couple to his name. This for number 3. In he comes. Shouldn't have any problem from here. About 10 metres out. No issues at all. It's a 13th for the home side. And inside the first 2 minutes, they extend their lead. 13-7, 85. They now lead Colac 6-11. 47. That's on the K-Rock Harvey Norman Electrical fourth quarter scoreboard.
In bigger news, Buzz, probably should have stuck with the Pendulum's 40 points.
yes, you should have too.
I
shouldn't you?
gave him a little bit of
Don't
credence.
doubt the
Don't doubt the Pendulum, correct.
Never doubt the pendulum. It's only been wrong every third week. Not every fourth week. Second week.
Correct.
Oh, jeez. The
Yes.
pendulum. We love the pendulum.
Yes, hashtag Pendulum for those that are listening.
Hashtag lights are on at Anthony Costa too.
Yes.
It's nice. It's going to be nice and dark here at the later stages of this final term. Back to the middle. Minchin. Zybel got it down. Chase Murray in the middle for Colac. He gets the kick away inside 50. Pushed into it, really. Defensively, there was St Mary's. Connors with a clearing kick for the home side. Oh, McCormack just tumbled in to Damien McMahon. Indiscriminately, said the umpire too, at defensive 50. He's going to take the free kick for St Mary's. He's going to go down the line. Oh, high kick too, towards centre wing. And in front, Zybel got a hold. Should get a free kick. Will. And the big Colac ruckman on centre wing now to play on and go as long as he can to centre half forward. Coming out, Sprague takes a good mark in front of Walters, and Charlie Sprague will take it in defensive 50, called to play on now, and measures the pass out wide. Oh, gee whiz, that's way too wide. And Harry McMahon, well, he did. He touched it, in fact. And I thought he was going to sell something to the umpire there, but he didn't have to sell it too hard. It was touched off the boot, and it's going to be a boundary throw in centre wing on the GMHBA Stadium side of Anthony Costa Oval. 3.5 played in this third term. It's St Mary's 85, lead Colac 47.
Tossed in, Minchin with front position for the Saints. Down to Benson. Hasn't been at his absolute prolific best this afternoon, Kirsch.
No, he has had a quiet one. He's had a terrific season.
Hasn't he ever?
Yep, he was on track again for another medal. Him and Zybel were the two dominant players of the competition.
Blood has been a man who's been busy. Won that clearance to Burke, who enjoyed a strong third term, but he was brought down this time by Malikan, the Colac skipper, who plays on quickly from the free kick. Murray looking for Cooper through his hands, dances clear of Connors, kicks a high ball inside 50. Here comes McCormack and Garner. They nearly spoiled each other in the end. Now Orgarinos got the handball from Damien McMahon. The kick set up though. McCarthy came with the fist. Geez, that's nearly a dangerous tackle, and is paid as the sling came to ground. Now will they pay advantage here, because the ball has gone through for a goal?
He's going to, I think, if
I
he
think
says
they're
it's a
going to
goal.
pay downfield advantage here. And they have. I think it was it Garner from the goal line, Kirsch? Had my eyes back to the umpire, but it's a goal nonetheless for the Tigers.
Yeah, Adam Garner.
We'll give it to Garner. So they're 7th, 7-11, 53. St Mary's 13-7, 85 on the Harvey Norman Electrical fourth quarter scoreboard.
Probably a little bit better pressure on the exit that time from Colac. They pressured the ball carrier, or at least put that frontal pressure on St Mary's trying to exit. So it makes a bit of a difference when you put the pressure on and you keep the ball retained in your forward half.
So back to the middle. 5 played in this final term. Big punch away Zybell. Rove though by Garner. Handball free to Maishman. Slippery though there. Oh, he threw it on the up. It was okay. Ham runs off half-back, gives it to Travellini. Draws a player. Handballs over the top to Dobson. He's got somebody in the pocket. It's Burke. He's called out in the end. Punched away by Josh Garner. He's against Lockie Peck there, who had called, I think, Burke out so he could go at the ball. But Garner got in between, and we'll have a boundary throw in about 40 around from the St Mary's goal. Northern end of Anthony Costa.
Just Ham off half back then. He had 50 metres on Walters, and Walters had no interest in chasing, and Ham gets helps him assist an inside forward 50.
From the ruck contest, Garner puts it across the face of goal into the forward pocket, and Peck gets it on the up. Short little kick, Damien McMahon. Oh, good. Spears it to Ty Williams. Great play by Damien McMahon. He just held the ball long enough and just said to Williams, run in here and I'll get you the footy. And he did so appropriately.
It's been brilliant today, Damien McMahon.
He has. And Williams will shoot for goal from about 30 out. Slight angle. He's kicked one this afternoon. And a chance for his second. And the 14th for the home side. Comes in now. And keeps it low with the breeze and puts it through. Well done to him. Good finish to that play. His second. 14-7-91 St Mary's. They lead Colac 7-11-53. Harvey Norman. K-Rock fourth quarter scoreboard. Harvey Norman Electrical has the best prices in Bluetooth speakers.
We speak about Damien McMahon's ability to make the ground big and play wide and hold his width and play that channel on either side of the ground. But what he does do also is while the ball's being transitioned through the corridor, he plays a role in that transition. He holds his width, he keeps his opponent out, which gives them the corridor. So he plays a multiple faceted role, and he's so good at it.
Certainly enjoying a big day as Dobson was tackled and caught high in the middle of the ground. Himself a free kick against Renitz. Pretty much in the heart of Anthony Costa Oval here, Sam Dobson. Just goes long and high looking for Burke. Got good hands to it. Malikan came with a late fist. Now McCormack had some space to work into. It's an ordinary kick though. Only found the hands of Michael Rudd. Goes short on his left foot to another southpaw in Braden Ham. Been excellent again. The former Bomber holds things up. Now just puts it to about 30 out from goal. Fist came from Zybell, comes to ground level. Garner was lurking. Tackles McCarthy only as far as Hayes. Williams dances through one. And a second as he got it. No, it's just to the near side.
That would have been goal of the day.
Been something special. Through for a minor score.
So, kicking by the Tigers. Lockie Simpkin has got it. 14-8-92 St Mary's. Colac 7-11-53. Played 8.5 in this final term. Bowen Foods time clock. Terrible kick in. Jared Garner is the recipient of that terrible kick. And he has taken the mark and will shoot for goal from 50 out directly in front. And Garnes thinks he's got a half a chance here with the breeze, I reckon.
Does. Well, let's be honest. If anyone could do it, it'd probably be him.
Better on the run, though, I reckon.
Oh, he can do a lot of things, this bloke.
Yes.
I'm not doubting him at all.
10 years ago, played with the Tigers in this premiership team. He's going to go to a reunion too, and he's still going strong here at St Mary's after another couple as well. He comes in, 50 out, right foot kick, keeps it low. Was that a pass? Probably to Burke. He'll claim it, Garnes, knowing him, off hands. In fact, it's hit the behind post, so it will be a boundary throw-in. So good response, good outcome for St Mary's. They're going to have a boundary throw-in deep in their attack. And they're going to have, I think, coming down Minchin to do the ruck work for St Mary's up against Zybell. Deep into St Mary's attack. Zybell gets it down. McQuay comes from half back. Ball spills free close to the boundary line. Out of bounds. Throw in. Left half forward for the home side. They lead 14-8-92. Colac 7-11-53. Harvey Norman K-Rock Electrical scoreboard. Harvey Norman Electrical has the best price in Bluetooth speakers.
Tossed in. Still in the St Mary's attacking end. Mention Zybel again. Benson brought to ground. Couldn't gather the footy cleanly. Neither could Ling. Just tumbled forward to the hot spot yet again. Malikan read it best for Colac. Goes across ground. Risky looking kick. Just works to Hawker, who stuffs up the handball. Has to butter up at ground level, and now got a couple of St Mary's players for company. Good pressure again from the Saints. Still comes clear. Ham on the snap. Just fades to the outer side too for a minor score.
No one is interested in all buzz of manning up Braden Ham.
No, you'd think they would be.
You would think so, wouldn't you?
Has a slight disease, I think.
Oh,
Don't want to go near him.
What's wrong out there?
Kick in, Colac, go to the outer side. In front, Renitz couldn't take the mark, but had some support. Hawker, handball. Cooper just wants to throw it on volleyball style. Goes towards Spokes. Hayes as well. Ball still in dispute. Umpire will come in, ball it up, 55 out. And Max has been standing here for about 4 minutes, I reckon.
Yeah, well, a couple of former Werribee boys just chewing the fat on the bench.
Ball up.
Handsome men too.
Comes in the middle. And from the contest, Connors gets it back. Right off a step for St Mary's. On centre wing, goes towards half forward. Good mark. Rennett's running back with the flight of the footy. Inside defensive 50. Kick to Hawker. Just takes it at centre half back. Wants to play on now. Got Jamison wide. Goes in that direction. Bears down. Bartolo does well. Needs some support now. The don't argue. Gets away, does he? Umpire says held in. And probably a good result in the end for St Mary's. Bartolo made up a lot of ground there.
Did well, didn't he? Came very late and got a fist in. So it'll be tossed up. 60 out from the St Mary's goal. Minchin with the backhander out of the ruck this time against Sidebell, and now gets it at ground level. Thumped out of his grasp though by Monaghan, who then lays a strong heavy-handed tackle. Comes clear. Walters couldn't gather either. Now Maishman goes forward. Was Travellini being held? Doesn't matter. Takes the mark anyway, and he'll have a shot at goal from directly in front, 40 out.
Yes, just another clearance, another inside 50 from that clearance, and another mark inside forward 50, free kick, whatever that may have been paid, but he marked it anyway, Buzz.
He did.
It's just all the facets of this game and the dominance by St Mary's in this quarter.
He's a good user. Normally Jesse Travellini. Angle will be no trouble, nor the distance, just about accuracy, and he hangs it out to the right-hand side. Through free yet another minor score. 14-10, 94 St Mary's. Colac 7-11, 53 on the Harvey Norman Electrical fourth quarter scoreboard.
Kick in, finds Monaghan at half back, goes towards Spokes on centre wing, can't pick it up though. Comes back to Ham, he can't pick it up either. McCormack's handball inside to Murray, handballed it to Walters, who was running the other way though for the Tigers. Comes back to Ling off a step, torpedo punt towards Burke, who goes up one-handed, can't take the mark. His second effort was all right, then he got ripped off the football. Colac with the numbers. Through the middle, Tobin Murray got it back. Oh, McCarthy way too slow. Play on the advantage. She should be out here towards Williams. Now Garner, handball inboard. Finish it off. Yes, they can. Party time. And it is. Maishman finishes off the great play from St Mary's in front. And he kicks the goal. His second of the afternoon. They've cracked the ton. St Mary's 15-10, 100. They lead. Colac 7-11, 53. And that's on the Harvey Norman Electrical fourth quarter K-Rock scoreboard. Harvey Norman Electrical has the best prices in Bluetooth speakers and in the expert's chair. Thanks to the Sporting Globe. Eat, drink, sport, Ryrie Street, Geelong. Here's Kirsch.
Well, that was their seventh inside 50 in a row, and they're averaging 133 points per game this year. And as much as they're playing a better opposition this week, they're still on track to get that score buzz of 133. She is only 5 more goals away, so it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next 16 minutes.
Those stats thanks to Kerrs High, 100% locally owned and operated in Geelong. St Mary's go forward yet again. Burke showed some clean hands at ground level. Garner off a step from the paint of 50 to the hotspot yet again. Malikan with the fist for Colac, saving his side. falls to peck at ground level. Wriggling clear, ball back to the hot spot. Gee, that's a good mark by Simpkin though for Colac. A relieving mark, and now drives it with his right foot to Walters and McQuay at halfback.
Goes with a left foot kick towards centre wing. Free kick, front on contact against Rudd. Going to go to Dustin Walters. Best seats in the house thanks to Apco Cafe 24/7. He chips the ball to Zyde Bell. Still in the middle of Anthony Costa. Goes on the left boot now towards half forward. Parkhouse in front. Can't take the mark. Second effort was okay though. Wheeled around on the right foot. High kick inside 50. Oh, Rudd stands there, takes the mark. Looks good behind the ball, doesn't he, Kirsch?
He does, yeah. Well, he's a class player.
Yeah. Goes out wide. And mark taken by Damien McMahon, who again is on the rail. Number 1 in the red. Goes long and wide. Biggs. He's had a good game this afternoon, Noah Biggs. He's on centre wing. He chips the ball back in board. This is where they're dangerous. He gets it in, and they just don't want to pick up players here because they've created lots of free players. St Mary's, short little kick in as a training drill. And Harry Ling's going to join the party. Hopefully for him, he's 30 out directly in front.
Bradenham is Aaron Walters' direct player. So where is Aaron Walters at the moment?
Middle.
Yeah, so there's your transition for not only what you need to be at this level of GFL football, but he's a player that's been on an AFL list. You think you'd be a little bit tighter and not give him an inch, but if you're allowing him 20, 30 metres, they're going to hurt you every time.
Harry Ling comes in 30 out and kicks the goal. So he's first of the afternoon, 16th for St Mary, 16-10, 106. They lead Colac 7-11-53. Harvey Norman Electrical, fourth quarter K-Rock scoreboard. Harvey Norman Electrical has the best price in Bluetooth speakers.
It's probably reflective of the game as well. We've talked about it all day, about how easy the ball's rebounded out of Colac's forward half and how there's no pressure. That's a prime example of, you know, if you're not going to follow your opponent on the rebound, then, you know, you're not going to lock it in your forward half and give yourselves an opportunity. So, you know, they're just running at will at the moment, St Mary's, and they're getting some free ball.
Could be an inquiry at KFC Oval tonight, I think. 66 Mottawarri, Geelong Amateurs 57.
Look out.
Look out.
They're flying, Mottawarri.
They are.
Back in the middle, Minchin gang tackled, another ball up.
I think Port Arlington are going to get another win too. 66, they lead Newcombe 45.
That's around the grounds thanks to Leopold Sporties. Here's Murray first on the scene for Colac. Nearly takes out his own teammate trying to gather the ball at ground level. Geez, Blood emerged with it, showed strength. And then goes to Travellini, who's 55 out. Thought about going for goal. Tries to find McMahon inside 50. Couldn't. Butted up at ground level. Brother to brother. It's Damien McMahon who gets the handball off Harry and kicks the goal. His second, and it's becoming a bit of a training drill, Kirsch.
Absolutely it is, and he's just finishing off his good day, isn't he, Damien McMahon, getting on the end of one now and getting a little offensive. But even that clearance from out of the centre, you know, a couple of players of Colac have gone for the same ball, so there's 3 on the ground, and obviously, you know, some outside shape from St Mary's, and they had some players free everywhere. So the defensive structure of Colac is just gone by the wayside, and they're just going to run on top of the ground now, St Mary's, and get offensive.
112 plays, 53 on the Harvey Norman Electrical fourth quarter scoreboard.
So in the middle, Minchin. Zybel got it down. Maishman had some support there from Benson. Gets wheeled around and then dropped the ball in the tackle. So free kick and come back to Zach Zybel. He goes short to Spokes. Just the required distance. He goes into the pocket. It's a good kick too. And finds Aaron Walters, who got a bit of space there and is about 50 from goal, 45-degree angle. He goes short with the kick. Is that a mark? Oh, just. I think the umpire helped out there.
I think he said, well, that's close enough.
Yeah, Jaron McCormack has taken the mark and will shoot for goal from a little bit closer. Angle probably a little bit worse off. And he's probably about 60 degrees around, but he is only 30 out. And he's a pretty skillful player, Jaron McCormack. He comes in and he has missed. That's what happens when you give him a rap. 1-1, his personal tally this afternoon. 7-12-54, Colac St Mary 17-10-112. And that's on the Harvey Norman Electrical fourth quarter K-Rock scoreboard.
Ham with another disposal. Plays on from the kick in. Drives at a good 60 metres to Zybel with the ride. Couldn't get his hands to it in the end. quick whistle from the umpire, and it will be blown up just forward of centre wing for Colac. Nearly 20 minutes gone on the Bowen Foods time clock. There's a whistle for an infringement. All the players are looking at the umpire. No one knows which way it's going. It's going to St Mary's and Nick Minchin, the Saints ruck. Been pretty good in the second half, I reckon, Kirsch.
It's been competitive, yep.
Goes forward to Biggs. Also liked his game, done some good things. He's brought to ground. And he'll be tossed up on the outer side.
Bit chilly out there, Peggy? Bit chilly? Bit cold? Do you really need to go back on? Nah.
We are very close here at St Mary's. It's how we're able to talk to the players. Rennett's kick was intercepted by Ham again, who drives it long inside 50. Harry McMahon through his hands, falls to the back. Williams, they're going to raffle it. It's another one, and Travellini has missed from virtually point blank under some heat. To be fair, through for a minor score as Simpkin brings it in quickly.
He does, and he gets it to Jared Walters, who's down the middle for Colac. Oh, dangerous, but was okay. Turned around. Zybell running like a rover. Handballed it to Murray. Tobin. He gets the ball, moves the ball back. Peck back on the ground, and Rudd's handball was okay to Ling off a step out to Dobson, and in front of the best seats in the house thanks to Apco Cafe 24/7. Dobson back to the middle. Oh, Biggs had to sit and wait. Did pretty well actually. Got some support in the end. Maishman gets out of traffic, goes towards the half-forward flank. Benson, he takes the mark, chips the ball over the top. Harry McMahon takes in the pocket. He can chip over the top as well. It is training drill stuff now. Oh, Travellini played for 50 and didn't get it. It was a good play though, Jess. He wanted to see whether the umpire was going to give it to him or not. He didn't. He's taken the mark. He's 8 metres out, slight angle, and he has kicked 2 behinds this afternoon. He should kick his first from here.
They've had 13 inside forward 50s this quarter, and Braden Ham's had 5.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, he's a halfback flanker.
Yeah. He does kick the ball well too, doesn't he? He's a decent kick, distance-wise.
Yep.
So, Jesse Travellini, mostly a back. Doesn't see a lot of goal-scoring action. He comes in. He's put it straight through. Be very happy about that too. So, his first the afternoon. 18-11-119 St Mary's. They led Colac 7-12-54. And it's on the Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock 4th quarter scoreboard. And Harvey Norman has the best price in Bluetooth speakers.
Fair to say their total intensity's dropped right off Colac, and their pressure around the ball, the contest has dropped right off. Rowan won't be really happy about that at all, because they were sort of still in the game in that third quarter, where if they had a kicked couple, they'd be sort of, within that 3-goal margin, but they've dropped right away in all areas of this game.
That's the voice of Matt Kershaw in the experts chair, thanks to the Sporting Globe. Eat, Drink, Sport, Ryrie Street, Geelong. Back in the middle, Zybell again, been terrific this afternoon, opposed to Peck that time. And on cue, Zybell with a left foot kick to centre half forward. Big pack of players. Walters emerged with it. Hawker off a step from the paint of 50. Wobbly ball. Garner and Sprague's been a good battle. Ball forced to ground level, and Cooper, I think it was, with the snap, dribbled it home. Joel Cooper, a rare side of the big sticks in this term for the Tigers. Joel Cooper's first of the afternoon. Colac move on to 8-12-60. St Mary's 8-11-119 on the Harvey Norman Electrical 4th quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, well, just inside forward 50.
Wait,
just
can we have
fortuitous.
Can we have a mercy rule here? We're all done at 23 minutes, aren't we?
We certainly up. Well, Lockie Peck was too. He didn't want to go back on, really. He was not.
He wasn't too enamoured with the fact he had to go back on the ground.
Exactly right.
Feels like about 3.4, I reckon, at the moment.
At best.
Zybell. There is Paul Peck's son, Lockie. That's a good kick too. Inside 50. Off mark. Now handball. Well, they've got the numbers here, and they're just going to run in. Kick the goal.
Easy.
Oh, hit the post. And that was Biggs who hit the post there. So he's kicked 2 goals, 1. And the kick in is an come, and they go long. Colac inside towards the centre of the ground. Ball spills free. Benson kick was partly smothered. Falls towards Cooper Hayes, who runs through the middle. Right foot kick out towards Cooper. He's going to have 3 on him. Ball over the back. He might have some support, though. He does. Jamison, kick around the corner. Might be okay, too. Garner takes the mark. Does he play on and kick the goal? He does. And Adam Garner kicks his 5th. So 5 this afternoon for the big Ford is not a bad return out of 9, 9-12-66. They trail St Mary's 18-12-120, and that's on the Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, a little bit of sting has gone though, Jason. You know, that's, I won't call it junk time goals, but a little bit of sting has gone out of the game. And, you know, it's probably time for St Mary's players to put the cue in the rack and think about next week.
Is that it, Dobbo? Put the cue in the rack. That's it. He's done. He's done. He's finished. I love it. He's had enough. 25 played final term. He's had enough.
Yeah, he can have a spell. He's done enough.
No point bringing him back on the ground.
You know, like he hasn't. What's he kicked? The one? No, he hasn't kicked the goal.
No, hasn't kicked the goal.
But his score involvements have been huge again today.
Absolutely. Back in the middle. Falls towards Blood, who picks it up and then gets wrapped up straight away, thrown into the ground, not going anywhere. As we said, it's going to be some sore bodies tomorrow. It's been a pretty physical game, and Anthony Costa Oval is not for the faint-hearted. It's pretty hard out here from the ruck contest against Zybell. Going to beat Nick Minchin. They've had a great battle. It's the head-to-head this afternoon, so we'll see who has won that one. He gives it away to Ling, who goes inside 50, going up. No, Mark Williams falls to the front, kick away quickly. Came out from Chase Murray. At half back for Colac. They try and shuffle the ball. Cooper, handball, missed the target. He goes back to help himself though. He needs some support. Monahan comes up with the footy. And still in dispute. Ball towards the boundary line. Maishman and Cooper see it over. And we will have a throw in 50 around from the St Mary's goal.
So 26 minutes tick by in this final term. The victory is all St Mary's. It'll be their 8th of the season. And Colac's 3rd loss of the year. And with this result all but in the books.
Mottawarri won by 11 against Amos.
Goodness gracious, mate.
Jeez. We're just forward of the centre square here for St Mary's. Nondescript handball was only as far as Bartolo. Now Ling off a step, being good on his return, but kick inside 50 wasn't great. Malikan took the mark. His kick, though, hangs in the air. Rudd swoops in. He's enjoyed a good second half. I reckon every time we praise someone today, Jace,
I agree with you.
Buggered something up.
We've been terrible. We should just say he took a good mark. That's it.
I think so, because Rudd's kick was a shocker and was out in the full, and Colac are back with the footy.
They got Rennett's now on the outside.
That's his second too out in the full.
Yeah. From defensive 50, Rennett's good. Kick for distance. Parkhouse comes up, can't take the mark. Off the front of the pack. Oh, Maishman breaks free, takes the bounce, gives the handball away. Now they go inside 50. Simpkin there stands his ground, got one high. No, Travellini's going to walk in the goal and kick it. So Jesse kicks 2 in the final term. And the 19th for St Mary's, 19-12-126. They lead Colac 9-12-66, and that's on the Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Jace, just quickly, look at Braden Ham again.
Yeah.
So he was 50 metres on his own inside their forward 50.
Just running through. Easy.
No, just someone, please, man him up. He's played AFL, he's played VFL.
He goes okay.
Goes okay, guys. Maybe do your homework. Yeah, Rowe will not be happy with that.
So we're back in the middle. McCarthy tries to wriggle through for Colac. Lucky not to be
I'll say.
holding the footy.
Gee whiz.
We'll do it all again in the heart of Anthony Costa Oval. Another big afternoon in front of goal for St Mary's. 36 last week and 19 today. Significantly better opposition this afternoon as well. Tumbling forward for Colac. McCormack trying to drive his way through. And can't, as 28.5 minutes tick by on the Barwon Foods time clock. Tossed up, Minchin down. Cooper tries to burst through, nothing doing yet again. Another stoppage, 126 plays 66 on the Harvey Norman Electrical fourth quarter scoreboard. Kirsch has already started thinking about his thematic standout for the afternoon. No shortage of them as Maishman. I think he's in the conversation. Burst clear out of the stoppage. Benson rifles one back in the middle of the ground. How about that for a kick and the vision? And Garner loops on over the top. Burke's forced to spoil from behind. Gets it back. Dances inside a couple. Handballs a long way back.
No.
This is Ham. Dances inside one. Brady
Don't you know who he is?
One of the goals of the day.
Where's his opponent?
No one's gone near him all day, Kirsch.
Barney Jamison is his direct opponent. I want to know where he is right now on the ground. I'll tell you where he is,
right there.
35 metres away.
Right there, in the middle of the ground.
It's Braden Ham's third goal from halfback. He's been terrific. And St Mary's, their 20th of the afternoon. 20 goals, 12, 132 to 9, 12, 66. This is Matt Kershaw as an expert, Jace. Imagine him in the coach's box back in the day.
I tell you what, if I was in the coach's box now, that would not be happening.
Back to the middle. 30 minutes played, final term.
Goodness
Side ball
gracious
goes up,
me.
gets it down. And Tobin Murray through the middle, spears the ball inside 50. Rudd was there. Oh, there's Ham again at the other end. He gets a handball away to Connors. He goes further afield. Harry McMahon. And coming in Blood. Comes back now. Off a step, Tobin Murray. Just a tumbling punt into the pocket. Can Garner keep it in? He can. Right foot kick. Oh, wow, out of bounds on the full. He certainly wasn't going to die wondering, though, Adam Garner.
No, double figures, Jace. We've hit 10.
10 out of bounds on the full.
10 today.
Yeah, well, the weather hasn't been conducive to keeping the ball in the field of play sometimes.
No excuses for Michael Rudd at times.
So the kick goes to the
Ruddy.
other side. Now, St Mary's go long. Over the top. It's over the head of a couple. It's going to keep going. Damien McMahon, if it sits, it doesn't. It just runs away from him. He was away too.
Was.
And it's out of bounds for a throw-in on the outer side.
Now, we're saying about how offensive Braden Ham gets, but he defends very well as well. So he does both things. He doesn't just get offensive and run forward to the ball when they're winning. He's been defending well all day.
So the ball from the ruck contest.
Ah, Joe Mation.
73, don't argues, and kicks it to Burke, who comes out and takes the mark, 40 from goal.
Wow, Joey Maishman is out some quarter.
There was a left hand, don't argue, and a right hand, don't argue. And then he got it into the arms of Sam Burke, who after the siren will have a shot for his second and the 21st for St Mary's this afternoon. Already it's a 66-point game.
They got their 133 if he kicks a point.
So he comes in. Sam Burke. Oh, good kick.
Oh, look at that.
What a kick to finish the game. He's second. And they go to 21-12. 138 St Mary's. They defeat Colac 9-12-66. And in that quarter, they kicked 9 goals, 5.
Yeah, well, they had 21 inside forward 50s, Jace.
Wowee.
14 scoring shots. So talk about efficiency going inside. Well, shots on goal anyway.
Yep. So we're into the fifth quarter thanks to the Sandman Mattress Factory. Sleep better with the Sandman's locally made two-sided mattresses made to outlast any other. It's been comprehensive victory to St Mary's this afternoon, 21-12, 138. They have defeated Colac 9-12-66 by 72 points. So Birchie is heading out to the middle, and we'll see who she can get from the victorious